I cannot.
Oh, by the
get
way,
out
you
of
should
this.
probably make it at some point. Whoever it is should make my non whatchamacallit, my non Nerds on Skype stream a regular stream.
Well, only Sash and Zeta can do
I
that.
know. I'm just isn't Zeta somewhere? Yeah, Zeta is still here. I assume.
Mm-hmm.
I think he
Good luck
is.
getting
Yeah.
him to do anything now. He is. It took him, I think, like a year and only
6 months?
Sash and Zeta can do
I
that.
know, I'm
4
just-
months, somewhere in that range, to get Arklon added as a featured streamer for his movie nights.
It didn't take me long for some reason.
And
that's
like
fine.
every
That's
time,
fine.
I will marvel at the tiny ass guns. I just-
I'm now toying with the idea of another D&D campaign. I would really enjoy doing something with the Final Fantasy V job system, just not in Final Fantasy V or even a Final Fantasy setting.
It wouldn't really be a D&D thing then, would it, if you're going with a completely different class system?
True, but it's still just
So
a
just-
role-playing thing then.
Sure, yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, look, it's this game.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get to tear it apart so mercilessly.
And you have super tiny guns. I still want to know how the fuck anybody is supposed to fire those.
With a toothpick.
God damn it! I was just going to say that.
Especially that super tiny one. The first one makes sense. You could actually fire that one. The other two... Yeah, well, at least a person's finger could fit in there. But the other two... I don't know.
Okay, so yes, as I develop the other role-playing thing, we will work on that, bang out the details, and figure out who
Oh
all's
yes,
gonna be
I'm driving to catch 666, I forgot.
involved, or when, that may actually happen, but yeah.
And then I ram into a bus. Hooray!
And,
record.
good night.
Really bummed.
Night.
Good night, Vernon.
Oh hey, there's a guy! Oh hey, it's shooting on bikes! Hooray!
And a bus.
No, the bus is already passed. Now it's shooting on bikes.
Remember, Beld, we are seeing things about 20
Oh, right,
seconds
yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah. And for
And
someone
then there's
like
just
me,
a
probably
random stream of
last.
bullets flying into... What the fuck was that supposed to be?
Okay, there
I
we go.
guess
There's
we'll see.
Going.
It's pretty... I don't even know what.
Why do you have? Wait, never mind.
You'll just see this column of smoke trails and bullets fly up into the sky in perfectly regular pattern for no goddamn reason.
Yep, I just saw that. That's.
I don't know. And I am I am the best at driving in this game, by the way. And this motorcycle
Well,
controls so
to
well.
be fair, the driving animations and coding is just stupid.
Oh, one thing I wanted to let you know, Candrass, before tomorrow, I did have to make one change on your character sheet.
What?
I guess you had an older version of it, but we did have to replace your offhand weapon with a short sword and not a rapier because you actually lose the hit bonus. Because rapier is not considered a light weapon, even though it doesn't weigh any bit more than a short sword.
What? Really?
Maybe you should just
That
get
is
rid of that
stupid.
stupidity. Because that's one of those retarded things in D&D.
Yeah,
that
that is.
It's the exact same damage though, so.
at which
doesn't
point,
matter.
why even bother having why even bother making the change instead of just ignoring the retardedness?
Well, the crit rate's different, but.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because that
it's-
totally justifies making retarded rule differences.
I'm just keeping it as it was.
Rate's 18 to 20 then instead of 19 to 20?
I think it's just times 2 instead of times 3.
Oh, okay, so, well,
You just smashed into a thing.
Not a big change, but it's what you were actually running with last time, so.
oh, was
And
I?
hey, I actually managed to get through one of those.
Did you just rip, like, decapitate a guy with your hand?
No, that is technically a wrench. Not that that makes any more sense.
I didn't even see the wrench. I just saw, like, the side of your hand, and I thought you just stuck it out.
Backhand his head off. Phew. Bitch, get out.
And you get a nice, good view of my bike briefly.
Wow, what the fuck is with the color? Oh yeah, because you colored it like your... Yeah, that still looks fucking ugly as hell.
It is the best color scheme. What are you talking about?
Are you colorblind, Belt?
No.
My sister's boyfriend is.
Please stop
That
stabbing me,
still
sir.
doesn't explain Belt's choice of bike color.
Okay, yeah, can you send me that new one then, Phil? So I can take a look
Should
at
they
it?
just change it from one to the other?
I can send you the updated one.
Yeah.
Oh hey, now it's shooting time. If I can get down.
Okay. Oh wait, actually,
There it is.
That.
I need to make sex current
It's gonna drop.
page.
I think one of the
That's a
wonkiest
level
things in
4.
this game is actually just the way you run. You just seem to jerk around when you're running.
Okay, I was going.
Well, it's all the he's having like steroid spasms as he goes.
That's pretty much what it looks like. It really is.
I can't see anything.
Like that.
You're not missing much.
Okay, so it's the range that's different. Vernon pointed out.
That.
That's...
What is that? A laser there?
No, that was just a randomly more bright bullet.
Okay.
Maybe somebody just loaded it up with tracer rounds for some reason. Tracer rounds are cool.
I suppose. I don't know.
Tracer rounds basically burn really bright after you shoot them so that they can be seen in the night.
And so, I thought that was so you could... And also so you can see them during the day, I thought.
Yeah, you can, but it's more
Boom,
violent at
headshot.
night, of course.
Yeah, get used to that. That's pretty much the only way to efficiently kill things.
Yeah, otherwise it takes like 8 bullets to kill anything.
That's
Unless they're the Jason knockoffs.
Yeah, then it takes 8 bullets to the head to kill him.
Yes.
That's
Oh hey, random guy in a truck
The,
for
the
reasons.
Jason knockoffs?
Yes,
Yeah,
Jason
guys,
knockoffs.
big guys with hockey masks slowly walking towards you.
Yep.
Oh my god, seriously.
that blood
Yes,
is
sir.
practically effervescent. and
Oh
green.
wow, that was super hard to
this guy
avoid.
stole Vash the Stampede's glasses or something.
I like how that was a super hard to avoid fucking truck.
Oh no.
Okay, well, now we get to see it.
Good
Avoid
dodge
the
there.
truck. Oh my god, that.
Yeah, that.
Oh, and
Wow, really?
the guy just teleported behind you did so much more damage than the truck.
Yep. He
I
didn't
don't
actually
think
teleport behind you, just walked around.
Suddenly
Oh wow, and then he goes.
that's,
Wow, that guy went
thing.
flying from that.
I would say that you
Right.
probably should have heard them sneaking up on you in a logical world, but half of the things in this game don't make any sound effects.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Gee, I wonder what effect this insta-kill would have. I wonder if it would be the same one that half of the other ones do.
I'm gonna guess that even before we could see it, you bash their head against it.
Well, unfortunately, I killed all the guys before I noticed it.
Oh, kite somebody back there.
If I can find someone, sure.
We gotta see the repeat of the bash somebody's head against something insta-kill.
Come
I
on,
can't
where
see
the...
jack shit.
There's an enemy shooting at me somewhere?
Maybe it's
Whack
the
him
boss.
in it.
Oh, there's some guys. I can draw one of these guys back. Hooray, I found somebody.
Yeah.
I saw you whacking someone with a wrench. How far behind am I?
Not that far, really.
Okay, well, I'm
I saw
getting.
you
Actually,
examining
it's
logs.
not the bash headed to the thing.
Oh, we get a surprise.
Okay.
I will say this much though, I'm getting about,
I'm only about
1
9
second
seconds.
of video and 1 second of video and 30
Now, you
seconds.
bashed his head. Okay, you bashed his head and then scraped it again. That's totally different. It's a very...
Okay, that's interesting.
Well, you know, bark on plus face equals death.
Yeah, well, that's...
I love how that guy just kind of stops paying attention to you for a moment just to look at the big old backhoe there.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
he
oh,
did.
wow, this is some very fine machinery. Oh, yeah, I'm fighting a guy.
Well, they're just very interested in hoes. Everyone in this game is very interested in them.
Do 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 do. It's not loading at all.
Maybe...
That's probably because I'm streaming at way too high a resolution.
Probably.
And I can't turn it down.
Okay.
It's weird how sometimes Twitch has the option to change the...
There's some random
that-
guys shooting at me, and they really can't hit me effectively.
Of course not. You're the hero.
Well, no, I mean that they're
Storm-
just positioned in a retarded way so that they can't hit me because they're colliding with things.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's how the stormtroopers work too.
Yes. I'm trying to kill him, but this fucking railing's in the way. How do I fix this problem?
Shoot it out of the way!
Oh, this railing is immune to bullets.
Ah, the fuck?
This concrete barrier isn't, though.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yep. Thin aluminum rail, completely impervious. 3-foot concrete barrier, few bullets and it's gone.
It's like in Halo 2 when you hit a traffic cone. That thing will stop a scorpion dead. But you can run over concrete blocks. Just those traffic cones, man. They're bolted down with gravity, with anti-gravity physics. And by anti, I mean it's like forcing a black hole in that thing.
So, the exact opposite of anti, then.
Yeah, mega gravity.
Thank you.
Anti-gravity is the
Nice cover
the one
position
relative
there,
who
guy.
brings everybody down at a party.
I somehow don't think these guys have grasped the concept of cover.
My problem is my brain doesn't like to work sometimes.
I don't
As
think
you-
these people's brains work at any time. And then
So
we
I'm
have
thinking
someone
tomorrow
sideways
we
moonwalking.
may not get to a new dungeon.
Aw.
Just because so many people will be gone and I want to have most people there for it.
Yeah.
Oh, Beld, what time do you think you'll be in tomorrow?
Why am I using melee? I don't want to use melee. Fuck melee.
I don't know. Why are you using melee?
I don't know. The game just decided that I am attempting to aim at this person. Clearly, I want to use my melee on him.
Beld, did you get that?
No, I was in the middle of trying to deal with the
Okay,
game.
I was asking, what time do you think you'd be on tomorrow?
Probably fairly reasonable time.
Okay.
I'll try to be there. I know I haven't been there
I'm
a
just
lot.
wanting to get some early work done on maybe seeing if we can get the mass kind of...
The problem, there's a big problem with doing that occurred to me, which is that you can't do them unless you can select all the tokens. Which a player can't do unless they're owner of the
I
token.
mean, having ownership.
Yeah.
And see, when I decided to join this, it's not a role-playing game. What is it?
It is a role-playing game.
It's
Oh,
a tabletop game.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, there's a...
Yeah, when I decided to join this, I
There's
thought
a
this would be fun,
new
and I thought I
weapon,
would have the
finally.
time, but then suddenly everything started happening on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
I knew
new
you were
weapon
busy with
type
the move
available,
and
but
everything.
so I can... so
If
there's
you
a
do
new...
find the time to join again on the new campaign here, just let me know. But
Alright.
let's see.
Yeah, so I
Just
meant
removing
to,
everybody's
actually meant to
moves.
ask Squirrel, where was it that you moved?
I moved about 35 miles away from St. John's. I'm now in a place called Eager. It's
Is
on the
it-
foot of the mountains.
I have no idea who the fuck is shooting at me at the moment.
Ghosts.
Well,
Pretty
mountains.
much.
are nice. I like mountains.
I don't seem to be taking damage from them. I'm just being shot at.
I will say this much. I've got mountains to the left of me, volcanoes to the right. Here I am
stuck in the
valley.
middle with you.
I was gonna say stuck in the valley, because that's what they call this place. It's like an ancient caldera that's sunk into the ground, and so now it's a valley that's surrounded by a volcanic chain and uplifted volcanic mountains.
Oh.
I'm surrounded by most of the same. I have Bookless to the north of me.
There you
I
go.
guess north. No, south of me. Monument to the north, and a gigantic mesa, well, largest mesa in the world, to the left of me.
Yep, that's the Colorado Plateau,
Is it
alright.
black?
That's the Grand Mesa.
That's the
No, it's not Black Mesa.
the long crumbled Colorado Plateau.
You know, I
All that stuff.
have grenades. I should actually use them.
Yeah, they're probably worthless.
You actually have grenades in this game?
Yes, and they are very weird.
So they're not
Hey,
worthless, they're just unpredictable.
I
No,
just
they're
kinda
very
thought this-
predictable. They're just really strange.
And why is it when you start dying, all of a sudden Slender Man comes?
What are you talking about?
You go all gray and staticky.
That's standard for video games and getting to low health, really.
Well,
Not the games I played.
What the fuck games have you played?
Some of them,
Flash games.
it's mainly the ones that have regening health. So
Well, it's mainly the ones that are
you're
actually,
getting
you know-
closer and closer to dying. The problem with this fucking game is that it will get back to normal, but you still only have like one hit left.
No,
when the
it's-
screen returns to normal color.
That's only happened if you trigger if you triggered the whatchamacallit, the special R button kill thing. So
yeah.
You know they really actually want to try and make more of these stinkers.
I would actually kind of welcome another one of these.
They
Another
were
large
having
health
the
game.
idea of turning this into a series. Yeah, I know.
I would actually kind of welcome that, just because it is actually kind of amusing in its own terrible
Wait, you
way.
threw like a freaking grenade into the middle of those barrels. How did they not explode?
They're not red. Only red barrels explode.
Green barrels are full of sticks.
No, they're full of, I don't know.
Red barrels are full of
Asbestos.
C4.
Okay then.
Oh
Yeah,
no, the green barrels are full of beans. I can see that.
Apparently they're full of Bensons.
Benson's.
Yeah,
What
people
the fuck
named
is a
Benson. I guess people named Benson. I don't fucking know. Or maybe it's the
Get back
brand.
to work, or you're fired.
My sister is laughing hysterically. There must have been something funny.
I made a regular show reference.
Wait, really? What?
Yeah, Benson, you know, the
No,
gumball
wait.
dude.
That's not what I'm talking about. Really? I have to stand on this thing while I wait for the elevator to come.
What?
Wow.
Oh wow, that elevator is slow as balls.
This is your elevator music. This is your elevator music. This is your elevator music. It will play while you're waiting to go up.
Yeah, please stop.
Why isn't the kick squirrel button working?
Because I am unkickable. I'm not gonna
Get
test
a bigger
that.
boot then.
I'm not gonna test that.
I can kick you in the sternum a whole bunch.
Please don't do that. I don't know how you're gonna do that either, because you would have to be using some sort of teleportation technology.
I will use my rocket feet to just fly over to where you are.
Yeah, has Squirrel
That's
seen the
a-
rocket boot?
I don't think Squirrel has seen the rocket boot. I'll
You
have
need
to
to show him the rocket boot.
next time I get to a place where I can do that.
The rocket boot?
The rocket
What?
boot. He basically has Johnny Cage's shadow
Okay,
kick.
apparently I got killed somehow. You will see why I don't understand in a minute.
Boom, headshot!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And let me guess, the checkpoint is like 8 minutes in the past.
Oh, wow, it was it ever.
Oh God, really?
That's
I swear, if it's where the okay, I was almost gonna say, watch it be back when that guy was trying to hit you with a truck.
Yeah, no, it's not quite that bad.
I'm surprised the checkpoints even work at all in this god-awful mess of
The
programming.
game is actually, at least mostly, programmed
No, the
semi-stably.
main problems with this game are hit detection and AI
Yeah.
And
and
Suddenly you
animation. Very much a lack of Foley, terrible voice acting.
But
As
like
far
it-
as functionality, it does work in terms
Yeah.
of it doesn't crash a whole
Well,
lot.
I just had a thought though.
Yeah, I've actually never seen the game crash.
This video, as far as I can see, reminds me of what happens when I try to play online. Everything jumps and suddenly teleports everywhere. Like I'm shooting
Also,
one direction, suddenly they're behind me
something
stabbing
is
the
really
back.
making a lot of grinding noise on a mic there. I think that's Candace's or Squirrel's, one of you guys'.
Don't think it's me.
But yeah, one thing I was mentioning is that apparently now we have submachine guns available.
Cool.
Not that I'm gonna take one yet.
Reminder, end of last session, you guys said you were just gonna camp, right?
I assume so.
Okay.
Was there anything else we could do?
Besides leaving the campground site,
Why don't you just check the log?
I suppose.
That's
Well,
why
we're
it's
in the
there.
log. We're in the sawmill, so this is a good time to check the log.
Oh, Belle, your puns always want to make me bash my head out with a golden brick. With a slice of lemon attached to it.
If you had a golden brick, why don't you just buy money to have somebody bash your head out for you?
Yeah.
Because that would be
That
stupid.
made absolutely no sense.
Okay, that grenade works too, I guess.
Grenade to the balls. It's like in Halo. You can actually kill someone with a grenade.
I love how the last log is like 90% combat.
Like when I say you can kill someone with a grenade, I don't mean the explosive bit, I mean the actual
Yeah, no, I
concussion.
got what you mean. And also, there really isn't any static when you're in low health mode. It's literally just desaturated. Okay, are you gonna stop doing that, enemy?
No thanks, I think I'm just gonna keep shooting. Is that okay?
No, that's not what he was
Yeah, well,
doing.
like-
He was ducking in and out of cover really fast without actually shooting.
I was trying to ask because I had a thought. Do you know if they use the Havoc engine for this game?
Maybe.
It's a thought.
If they did, it's not being used well.
I
Wow.
will say this, for a game that's all about, you know, like grim, gritty, bikers, rawr, it's actually quite colorful.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually true. For one,
Yeah.
it's not
Look at that
super
truck.
brown.
Yeah,
Look at
not
that.
just brown and, not
That's-
a whole
that's
lot of brown and
one-
blue. You know?
That's one thing I
And there's
noticed.
not that much bloom in most areas.
That's one thing I actually noticed about this game is that holy shit, there is color in there. That makes
See,
it like. I don't care.
You
if
don't
the
even,
actual
just the
game-
throw animation on the grenade.
Stupid.
It's like you just lightly underhand it and it flies off.
Yeah.
It's like, here you go.
They're just
These are good
super light grenades, man. They're styrofoam grenades.
Isn't
Hey,
it
you want a
true that
grenade?
they
Here you go.
actually...
Pass it.
Isn't it true they actually use like those little real people with those green puffy dots that stick to you?
Mocap
So they-
suits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sure they
see
did.
it. I don't see it. Like, I just see generic shooting stuff.
Oh, somebody's over there that you need to look at. The game subtly tells you to go there.
You snagged some drugs. Good for you.
Oh yeah, man. Wait, do you have like a frog keychain hanging off of your gun?
Yes, apparently. For reasons.
Whoa, 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 what?
He has like a
Always
little
just not my
frog.
Batman class.
I don't
it's
know
just-
what the fuck's hanging off the gun. I can't see it well enough.
This is oh shit, you're gonna die here.
Yep, I did.
Yep.
This is a really, really, really annoying section because you have no cover. Because you have to stand on the stupid thing.
This is what Rana did after Alara. He became a very disgruntled biker.
That's kind of funny.
I like how the
Truck?
sensitivity movement on the mouse just shifts around randomly. That's always fun.
That's one thing that's kind of keeping me from getting into that
Oh,
new
yeah,
version
that's
of
what-
Mist that has come out. Is
Oh,
the
the,
mouse
the
control
rebooted
on
Mist?
that is just kind of the real Mist Masterpiece Edition. The mouse control combined with WASD control is just very different from anything I've ever done.
But
I love the death screen when the combined with the slow-mo when it's just like
is that coming up? I might have to try to listen to that.
Of course, I turned off my sound and my video is chugging along at a nice brisk 5 frames a second.
Whoa, come on. Move this way.
Where did he come from?
Places.
Do these guys literally? Can these guys telefrag you?
No. That
I'm
much
pretty
they cannot. No, that's one thing that this game is mercifully free of, is glitches like that.
Telefragging?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of missed that in games.
It's not a
though.
glitch, it's a feature.
I kind of missed that in
Well, I mean, they
like-
can't have the AI randomly do it, which would be a glitch.
Okay, yeah, but
I did
Oh, they
have
don't-
some spawn issues on playing through Shantae there where I could understand enemies spawning just off screen. That's normal. But I would have enemies spawn on screen. I'd be walking along and all of a sudden, pop, right there, and I'm like,
whoa, really?
patience! Be patient!
I've like hardly ever seen that in a game before. That is weird.
It only happened twice in the entire playthrough, but it's just like, other than that, pretty much a flawless game to play for what it is. And then
I
there's
really wanna
bulletproof
play it.
hats.
I really want to play it if I ever can actually play it. Because, you know, I love
doesn't have too
platforms.
high a system requirements. So.
What, Shantae?
Well, what I mean
Yeah.
that is the fact of never having money. I'm pretty sure my computer could play it.
Yeah, it's $10.
10 internet bucks. I have 30 real bucks. And that is all.
Buy it. Get down to the nearest Walmart and buy a Steam card.
There
Yep.
is
$1.
there is not a Walmart here.
Go to the
There is a
nearest city,
Bash's, there is a Bash's, and there is a Safeway, and
Wait,
there's an
wait,
get the
Outgo.
Safeway. They should have them there.
What game is it that you wanted to download?
Shantae.
I didn't
They should
realize-
have cards at the.
Wait, they
at
quit
Safeway.
Shantae on Steam? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, it just actually it just came out like 5 days ago. So. Well, was it
Come
5
on, get
days
back
ago?
here.
Days ago.
I got-
I know is that I pretty much played it non-stop and beat it, but it was only a 5-hour playthrough, so it's not very long.
It was supposed to be only a 3-hour tour.
A 3-hour tour.
Okay, let's.
Oh, hey! Elder Scrolls Online just got released 2 days ago, even though I thought it was released like several months ago.
What?
I don't know.
No,
What are you babbling about,
yeah,
son?
I'm not sure why it came up with that either.
I swear, it's like some of these guys just pull their games off of Steam and then re-release them just so that they're on the new releases list.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So sis,
let's see here. Shantae came out on the 15th, so it's been out 4 days.
why don't you explain to the nice folks how long it'll be until Freedom Planet is released?
It'll be released next week. Early.
What is Freedom Planet?
Oh, it's being released next week?
Yep.
What is Freedom Planet?
What is Freedom Planet? Go, sis!
Don't you explain Freedom Planet when none of them know what it is.
Yes.
It's not gonna happen.
Just a brief summary.
Yeah, we don't
Just
need
a brief summary.
we don't need the in-depth stuff.
We don't need the history or, you know, the struggles that the developer had to go through during his youth on the mean streets of Brooklyn or anything like that.
Okay, now go. Well, they were talking.
They don't care.
No, they didn't. That's not it.
Didn't hear a word from you.
They just didn't hear you. Try again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start chucking grenades everywhere for no reason.
Now, shut up. Here. Go. Yes.
To the mic.
Okay. It's Return of the 90s mascot platformers with a really action-based story. We've got fighting moves, 3 so far characters to choose from, lots of characters to interact with, and it looks really fun. I did most of the characters.
Oh, is that the one that you've been working on?
Yep.
Okay, you could have just said that. So next week, huh? Is that coming on Steam or?
That's gonna be on Steam? Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, here we go. Says so. Actually, it says today.
yeah, that's what I'm seeing too.
On the website it says game will be available on Steam starting July 19th.
Some-ish formula. The characters are
Is it on Steam right now?
anthropomorphic animals.
I
Furries.
don't know yet because this might.
Okay, it doesn't show on Steam.
Oh
for
wow,
now.
they literally will run across the platform randomly and cause the elevator to go back down.
Fine.
Says Isabel, don't take it to heart. You have no one to shut up. Neither do I.
You both have a unique ability to, you know, once your mouth starts going, your ears shut off.
God damn it, these people are really annoying.
Plus, this is Belt's stream. We can't really fault him for talking during it.
Correct.
Okay, and then.
You got a little something on your screen there in the upper right. You might want
Yeah,
to turn
I
that
don't know
off.
what the fuck that shit is.
I think it's literally shit.
Get off the goddamn this platform.
Hey, that's a fetching computer. Why are you doing this?
These code monkeys literally threw shit at you.
So yeah, the Freedom Planet website says July 19th, and
Oh.
it's not. So
They tend to overestimate and underestimate things constantly.
well, they
No
should
idea.
update if it gets pushed back. But no.
You have no idea how many times
I'm just
they
hoping
push
that they
forward
don't
and
go.
back.
Goddammit. No. Just
That's-
keep AI. Just keep staying off that button long enough for me to not have to go through any more of this shit.
All right.
So how much bullets does that turret actually have?
It has
Infinity.
kind of unlimited, but every now and then you just have to whack at the gun for no reason.
So it gets jammed.
I
Well,
guess.
you know, sometimes your gun just doesn't want to work anymore, and you gotta kind of coax it.
Come on, shoot some more people. I'm gonna die here.
Oh, come on, you're
Can
young.
you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
Ugh, these people that just run across this thing and stop me from going down very briefly.
Maybe that is the goal of the AI there. They're just like,
It's like the barrel from Sonic.
I don't think so.
Flash. Why
All you have to do is press up and down to make it move.
Just keep letting me go up, game.
Question, would any of you actually ever play Goat Simulator?
I think some of us have. I haven't. It looked kind of.
Okay, those guys quite literally spawned in. I saw them. They spawned in right past that crate.
Yeah, okay, I don't
They
care.
popped in existence.
Yes, that's how games work.
Yes.
Well,
Usually
normally-
you're not supposed to see them pop in, but
Not-
Yeah, that's what I mean. They usually try to hide that shit.
well, he
This is
at a
Ride
high
to Hell.
point, So, Ride to Hell. It doesn't try to be anything but a video game.
It
If
literally
you think
is a
anything doesn't make sense in the world of reality, Ride to Hell is there.
It literally is a 14-year-old's masturbatory fantasy given video game form.
Hey, you finally got up here, so did after give you a save point, finally.
Please let me get out across the goddamn
Oh,
thing.
it's like going up and down barely.
There, I finally got off.
Yay! Bell
Hooray!
finally got off!
Oh, phrasing. I like how the thing is like, it's like a 2-inch step. I can't step up a 2-inch step.
It's like Zelda.
Hooray!
Leave all of your pre-existing notions of reality behind. This is Ride to Hell Retribution. We do not care about things like steps or...
And these people are probably the worst at, pursuing you ever.
they just gave up. Yeah.
No, they didn't even give up.
I have seen worse AI. I really have. Granted, it's really hard to
What
find
was
such
that
a thing.
one? It was... I don't remember Agree Joe doing it. It was...
Oh, stop shooting me in the head, damn it!
It was literally... I saw it and... God, who made that one? I think it was Square Enix made this. Let me see.
Maybe it was one of the Harry
Yeah,
Potter
it was.
ones.
Mindjack.
No, it was Mindjack.
Yeah. That
Those
game.
guys were stupid.
Saw somebody trying to play that, and holy shit, that game.
Jack?
Mindjack.
Really?
It's all about hacking and
No,
getting
I
people's
know
brains.
I know, but I'm just really. What
Well, it
the
could've been
hell were they
Jacker.
thinking?
I
That was
don't
pretty
know.
clear.
I think their minds might have been jacked.
Hey, it's not the bash your face into thing animation. It's a slightly different one.
Sadly, Mindjack never got on Steam, so we cannot enjoy such things.
I'm sure I can find it somewhere.
Oh, hey, decapitation that we didn't really see the bit of.
When are we gonna get to those really awkward sex scenes? Not that I really want to
We
see
have
those.
seen a few already.
We've had a lot of them, but it's been spaced out now, apparently.
Oh, so they actually want to get to the plot.
I
No,
think they're
it's
just
more
getting
just-
so far into it that these, dry hump through his genes so much that he's starting to chafe, and he's
Well,
trying
there have to also be, women around for him to do that with.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that to the buzzsaw right now. That would...
Yeah.
I would rather if he did it to the buzzsaw. It'd be more interesting.
I suppose that's one way of putting it.
You can just see the sex music cue up. It's like,
Why did I do that?
Right? What happened?
He attempted to fornicate with a buzzsaw. It ended in a dramatic and quite spectacular explosion of his genitals, usually in the blood form.
Call me.
Okay.
Those cigarettes have got to be so nasty and sweaty by now.
Ugh.
They really do.
Cigarettes.
I don't think he ever actually smokes them either.
Yeah, he just rolls them in his shirt sleeve because they look cool.
Yeah.
They've been in there for like 5 years, though. They are completely stale and tasteless.
That is, if cigarettes actually had a taste to begin with.
It would be like smoking somebody's armpit at this point.
Blech. Or
Which would
armpit
be different
hair.
from regular cigarettes, I guess.
Look at
Well,
that blood splatter animation.
I don't know, it might
It's
be
like-
worse. They could be menthols. I mean,
My god, Halo 1 had better blood splatter animation than that.
they have one blood splatter animation for the headshots.
I know. Halo 1, which was released in 2000, had better animation.
Well, you're comparing it to Halo 1. Halo 1 was a good game.
Yeah, it had actual production values.
It had an actual plot that made sense.
This
Had
game's plot
backstory.
does make sense. It's just not.
You haven't gotten to the end yet.
Yeah, that's true. So far, at least the plot made sense.
I mean,
It's not
how hard,
new
how
or
Do you
hard-
even know why all these guys are trying to kill you and everybody? you
Yes, they're as far. Well, I know that they are basically angry at the father of the character.
know? Yeah. Do you know why they're angry at him?
Probably a rival gang.
Yeah, they just don't like him.
Well, they
That's pretty
said it was
much
the
it.
Retribution, which I assume is his biker gang.
The whole plot. We don't
Well,
like.
actually, it's
Yeah, pretty much.
kind of because this guy, this gang, which consists of probably a couple thousand people, after how many people you've killed, they killed his brother. He's gonna kill them all.
Well, no, that's his motivation. I'm talking about the enemy's motivation.
Yeah, his motivation is very sensible.
Their motivation is,
You know, you attacked my inbred family, I shall kill you all.
whereas they're just
And hump your
attacking
women.
us. They're just dicks.
I think we may be almost to the boss fight.
Not your lucky day.
Ooh, are we gonna see really stale and uninteresting boss fights like in Sonic Adventure 1?
Actually, some of these boss fights have been the more interesting parts of the game.
What? That was
Or
a
yet.
thing.
Bell just denied you, so yeah.
No, he's responding to the game. Belt's not listening to me. And, wow, what?
Wow, you nearly got sniped.
Whoa, whoa,
Well, I'm sure there's some good log pun to insert there.
Just how big is this gang? Seriously.
I don't know. I think it's like the entire population of the state at this point.
Read my lips. Fuck you.
It looks like they're
Oh,
in a
this,
place
by the
like-
way, is the rocket boot squirrel. Oh, and I got killed by a
whoa.
log.
It's like this
Oh.
entire gang.
And they
Oh, shit.
foreshadowed the effects of a log so well to you. Okay, rocket boot coming up
This
here.
entire
Boom.
gang, so it's like this entire
Boom. Boom.
wants
Aw.
to kill you for some reason.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that weapon that you're using to bludgeon these poor saps would probably kill them in one hit, rather than this many hits that you're smacking them with. I mean, look at that thing! That's something you'd see on World of Warcraft.
I don't know. I think it's too impractical for World of Warcraft.
Yeah, you need big floating skulls next to it and some crystals. Because crystals are like really hard and they hurt.
Well, I'm holding a piece of quartz right here. I'm pretty sure I could probably punch
Make a club out of it.
I could probably.
It would be so much more effective than, I don't know, one made of steel.
Well, it is actually true, though the fact that they are much more fragile, quartz crystals are harder than steel.
But them being fragile kind of negates their use, as you know.
Yeah, you smack one person in the head with it and all of a sudden your club broke in half.
Yep,
Not your lucky
that is the
day.
problem with it. With a crystal-based weapon. They're mostly used for stabbing.
Actually, you know what? Crystals just aren't used as weapons.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, we have
well,
wood.
We saw William Shatner using diamonds as projectiles.
You want some, buddy? You want some? Oh shit, I shouldn't have stood there.
When did that happen?
With his fight against the Gorn.
Oh, right.
I like how they literally just get bonk and then they fall over when the log hits them.
Wouldn't you? I mean, look how fast that thing's moving.
No, but they don't have like a flying animation or anything. It's just bonk.
Bonk!
Hey, Papa Power Clam!
That room- Well, that room had
the
a lot
banana
of
say
purpose.
to the corn?
I
There-
don't know. What did the banana say to the corn?
I don't know. Bonk. That's usually how.
And now I have a totally different weapon than what I actually had.
Seriously, these
wait,
logs
what?
are more effective than your guns.
Wait, what is this?
Or you can always go the other brilliant comedy duo part and be like, "Ah, Todd, that's better."
What the fuck weapon is that?
What kind of weapon are you
Say
using?
it. What is it? What is it?
What the shit is this?
Why does Pretty Boy want me?
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Is that a chainsaw
It's a
gun?
double chainsaw.
Caesar is the boss,
What?
idiot. He
Is that a
the
chainsaw
devil's
gun?
man.
That is something you see on.
No,
it's
it's
a
just
double
a double
chainsaw.
chainsaw.
Oh, it's just a
Oh
double
my
chainsaw.
god.
Or
What
when you
the
need to
fuck?
chop two parts of a tree down.
You really
I don't think that would actually work.
Why not?
No shit.
I mean, it worked
They're too
well as
far
a weapon.
apart. They're too far apart from each other. The log would just crush them.
No, I'm not talking about using it to cut logs. I'm talking about using it just as a weapon.
Well, it would work against zombies, I guess.
I love how he's not even using it against you. He's just standing back watching you fight the minions.
As all good bosses.
And now it's become Dark Souls. Quick, roll!
Ah, just failed to roll in time.
Ugh. You know, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure a crowbar.
Got the Jake Rage. That's his name again? Jake?
Yes, that is his name.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Aw.
sure a crowbar to the neck would be pretty much an instant kill.
It depends on what part of the neck you hit. Hit the side of the neck, not so much. You hit the throat or the back of the neck, right on the spine, definitely.
You're dead.
If you hit just the muscle area, you got a pretty large bruise, unless it actually broke your bone.
And then Skype froze again.
Skype froze?
Fucking take it, you
Seems to be working.
No, for me, it's the...
No way I...
You should just use Rocket Boot against them. Use Rocket Boot against the boss until he dies.
I don't
It's a
think
shame I
can.
can't see this. I still have not seen this rocket boot because it keeps skipping so badly.
Oh yeah, I have to see this.
And I'm trying to download Steam at the same time.
Rocket
so-
Boot! Rocket Boot! Rocket Boot! Rocket Boot!
And it doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah, it works against
Why do you have to download Steam?
For updating new stuff.
Yeah, he's got Rocket
oh
Block.
yeah, the updating thing. I've always...
He is immune to Rocket Boot. What are you gonna do, Veld?
Really?
You have to just basically block and roll against him.
How about you just take your crowbar and you brain him?
I'm working on that.
I mean, seriously, how hard is
Okay,
it?
yeah, this guy needs
Or,
counter.
you know, why
Nothing
don't
but
you just
counter attacks. That's all you're gonna be able
take
to
your
do.
Yeah.
shotgun, stand...
So I'm literally
forward,
just sort of
and-
standing up right next to him and rolling, and it's mostly working.
This is stupid looking.
Yeah, this is definitely not as interesting as the one boss inside of the church. Who was
He
throwing
may,
dynamite at
he
you
may
all.
have a double-bladed chainsaw, but he ain't using it for shit.
Oh, and now he...
Heavy.
What the fuck just happened?
and-
Oh, he ran away again. At what? What?
And the street.
And then my animations break for a minute.
Would it have a little bit delay before you reacted?
You'll see.
Okay, let's
if
see
it's
your
too heavy
animation.
as a weapon, what? Oh wow!
He's like, oh, here we go.
Wow, that was spazzing I haven't seen in a long time since I
Wow,
played something
what
like
the hell?
Skate or Die. Wait, no, Tony Hawk's Skate something.
I was gonna say, Skate or Die is a pretty solid game. but-
There's this one Tony Hawk one where your character can absolutely just spaz out. Like, limbs literally extend and do stupid things. They turn into noodles.
There are some that have some really bad stuff happen.
was it one of the underground games?
Thank you much.
Oh, I know some of those WWF, WWE, whatever games, really bad.
No, to spoil the
Hawk
Tony
Underground.
Hawk games. Was it one of the underground games that you're thinking of?
Oh, hey, there he is. He's back.
It could be quite literally any of the Tony Hawk games that weren't made after 2004.
This guy's just waiting, like, got it right.
I think maybe
Rocket boot, rocket boot, rocket boot.
Underground 2 sounds like the closest.
I'm a rocket boot,
That
kicking
would
you
be-
in the sternum now.
There you go.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long fight.
Oh, come on. I can't even. I couldn't.
That's not for you, Bell.
And then I got trapped in a corner.
That's
Aw.
not for you, Bell.
Okay, fortunately, we actually have sensible checkpoints here.
Really? Competent
Yes.
design? In this game?
Yeah, no shit. That's
Here we go. Fuck you.
Bearded dude smash.
Yeah, gotta love the Jake Rage.
Oh,
Grace
Yeah,
can
that
keep
should
it.
have cleaved you in two.
Oh, and then I closed the stream for some stupid reason.
That should have
Oh,
cleaved
come
you
on,
in two.
move. Ah, fuck's sake! I keep getting completely unable to move for no reason. There's no way to even tell what the fuck's going on when that happens.
Spawn glitch? Maybe it
No, no, it's nothing. You're always imagining glitches, and it's not that sort of shit. It's just the game being wonky.
Well, what I was thinking of is probably maybe something that
No, there was
spawn
that's
rate-
nothing like that happens in the game.
Well, here's what I was thinking.
Here we go.
I get
Oh,
what you're
this
thinking, but I'm
video.
saying that shit doesn't do that. This is not that badly programmed a game in that sense. Mechanistically speaking, in terms of functionality, it is perfectly fine.
I wouldn't say perfect.
Mechanistically wise.
Oh.
Oh, come on, no. Come
Well,
on.
mechanistically,
Come
my
on.
uncle has a truck, but it still spews out oil when you turn it on. But it can drive.
What the hell, computer? Why are you fucking Flash? Why do you keep crashing?
You were a cut above the rest.
Oh, it's always so very often I don't use my passwords on Steam.
You usually just have it
Come on.
like have you always logged in.
Ah, every time it's
You were
one of the
a
ones
cut
that he's going
above
to be
the
able to.
rest, Jake.
Don't you hate it when that happens? There we go. Luckily, I have all my codes hidden in a batch of nonsense that I created. Like this page of codes. And none of them, well, about 90% of them are fake.
Yeah,
I am
that's
a very
pretty good
paranoid
way to-
bastard.
That's a pretty good way to like remember them.
Oh no, I knocked his hat off. That apparently defeated him.
You.
Yep, apparently knocking his hat off is all I needed to do to win.
You broke my hat!
I'll tell you.
Now you're gonna die!
Please.
Oh wait, I'm just gonna give up. You win.
Jesus.
Oh, goody. Nice gruesome death.
I
I
received
don't
a
know
gift.
much. Justice Caesar wants you dead because of your dad.
Kick ass.
Why?
Thank
These are
you,
the damn
Candrus.
Caesar. They must have
No
fell out
problem.
because he doesn't want you in the picture either.
What you
Everything
got
was
now?
planned. You and
I
your
just
brother
got
were on the
Shantae.
hit list.
Gil.
When those guys out by the Dutch oven heard you were Toledo's boys, they did what they were told.
Now I'm
Took you
gonna
out.
go really
Look,
mess
that's all
up.
I know.
I'm probably gonna
My
get
boy
really
talks
messed
to
up
him, and he
because I'm
doesn't tell me much. I
downloading
don't
something.
even know where Caesar is. They keep it quiet for security.
It's a small game, at least.
Jake, Kimusabi. I'll set you up with dough.
It's been
What-
bugging
whatever
me a
you
while.
want. What the
Got a
big
nice
deal?
spider bite right on
Just
my
cut me
face
loose,
this
will ya?
week.
Tell me where
Oh
Pretty
wow,
Boy is.
what happened?
Not too hard to find.
This-
A spider
Check
bit
out the
me.
radio. He's not too
Oh
far.
yeah, but I mean like
I don't know. It must have been in my sleep or something, but I woke up with
I
a swollen
hate
spot
it
on
when
my
that
cheek.
happens.
It's
You're
been
honest.
slowly shrinking, but getting more
Scum, I've taken
intense,
out.
I guess is the
You-
word.
You've been the
But-
most helpful.
To the point where the skin is starting to dry and it'll probably fade away to nothing
Business
now.
of making deals.
But-
Huh.
Jake,
It's just at that point where it's really bright red and about the size of a marble. It's just right there on my face.
Did it
Kind of like
actually
Abe
have any,
Lincoln with a bump on there.
did it have any sort of actual pus in it, or was it just a?
No, it's just hard skin.
Wait, what's this?
And it probably wasn't any.
Spider bite on my face.
Wasn't
Oh.
any really venomous spider, just something that bit you and then ran, I guess.
Might have even been a mosquito. And oh, so much blood. Oh, so bad.
wow, this is a death.
Well, they've had a person get blown up in a previous video.
You bastard! You knocked my head off, and now you fed me through the chopper.
No,
Now
Mr.
to see if
Bond,
I can
expect
buy-
you to die.
Now to see what I can buy in.
That
Whether I
is-
can. At first, I'm gonna sell off all my drugs. Because that is literally all they are. They are just things you collect and sell off for extra money. They
Yeah.
do nothing else.
Well, of course.
I
What
hate
else
games
would
that
it be?
actually do that. You know, it's like, why do that? Why not just drop money?
You have like
They do! They drop money as well as
I
drugs!
said, why
I
not
think-
just drop money?
Yeah, I
think
agree.
this is the only game
Or
that I
maybe
can
bullets,
think of
something that
that
you could use.
uses that uses drugs as vendor trash.
I'm
And
sure
also,
there have been others.
look at these wonderful controls for this thing. By the way, you cannot rebind these controls.
Of
yeah,
course.
you said that last time.
I'm just making sure the squirrel knows.
You can't rebind a control.
Yes.
What is this, a fucking Flash game?
But no, it's also notice the
Somebody's
wonderful
making
controls.
a whole lot of noise by their mic.
To switch category in the store, it's
Please be careful.
7 and
Oh, sorry.
8. And to confirm your purchases, it's F1.
That's the most asinine control scheme I've ever heard of.
7 and 8. Not the num keys, but the top numbers.
Yeah,
F1.
yes. Yep.
I'm trying to let this sink in, but my brain is kind of like oil and water to these concepts.
And I'm gonna buy the nice SMG thing.
The Springfield 10-tone
Apparently, I have 2,000...
Because the halberd is now a submachine.
Okay, I don't understand this ammo capacity. They seem to have also had a bug here. Check out my apparent ammo.
Whoa! How's that possible?
Where? whoa, what?
Ah,
I don't
Max
think
out.
a bolt. I don't think. I don't think. Oh God! I do not think a turret has that much ordnance in it.
the turrets have unlimited ammo, so no, they do.
No, I'm talking about a real,
Yeah.
actual
like
turret,
Actual.
I'm pretty sure they do.
like an angel fire turret.
Oh, you could have 2,000 rounds in those. You got to think those things are usually firing like freaking
1 a
20,
second.
30 rounds a second. You know, it's like
20, 30. That's definitely gonna do some damage.
I just threw a number up.
And now I have a submachine gun, because that apparently is better
Then what?
than the rifle, I guess. Because I assume it's better because it was locked until recently. It's a gun, it fires bullets and things die.
Blech.
So now we're gonna go after Pretty Boy.
So how far in this game are you?
It's
I
pretty far.
don't exactly know.
Well, like how far? Like how many hours has it been since you started the game?
I don't know.
Don't
Question.
you have like a thing on there somewhere that tells
Well,
you?
I can look on his Steam profile and see.
I've got a question
said
for you guys.
sorry. That's
Okay.
it. Steam community on event. Okay, here we go. Ride to Hell. He has been in the game for 9.1 hours.
Oh, yeah, score. What is it?
Yeah. Still
Recently, the
Everything okay?
Windows update has been failing,
Huh.
and it's always
Pretty boy's
for
not the one hunting me.
Internet Explorer. And so I have this
Someone
always
needs to-
one important update available,
something to
and
do
I
with
can't
my dad.
update it
But I need to find
because
Pretty
it
Boy
keeps
to get to
failing.
Caesar.
Why does it keep
Uh,
failing?
Before he
Yeah,
died,
I don't
he
know.
told me
I've-
about some girl
It just
named Brandy.
fails.
My computer has
I
done
don't know
that
her,
before
but if she's
too.
got anything to do with Pretty Boy, then try Mud Springs Canyon Speedway. It's the biggest track in the state.
This,
Oh,
by the
look.
way, is the only woman who doesn't have ridiculously large breasts.
Also, the one that doesn't dry hump you.
Yet.
Well, I guess that explains it.
But she also has ridiculous neck physics.
Yes. Okay. Speaking of women with ridiculous breasts,
Ah,
Oh
boy.
God,
can't
what
beat
did
the
you
smell of
find?
vengeance.
we'll
Found a woman
see.
with ridiculous breasts.
Brandy, right?
Oh my.
If you must know, it's mostly vodka.
She has a butt.
Shall I say
She
it's
has
called?
boobs.
The name's Jake. I'm offering
She
up
has
my
very
services.
glossy
Her
lips.
mouth is
I need to work for
huge.
Pretty Boy, I believe I can help you guys.
Her head is huge. Her arms are like
Oh my
twigs.
God.
That. What sort of weird mutant are you hitting on right now,
What
Mel?
the
I'm
fuck?
new here. and I'm
Well,
not afraid
I
of
have
getting
really
my hands
thin
dirty.
arms and really long and
How's
thin
that
arms.
after
I'm not a
qualifier?
mutant.
I work with you. Too.
My arms are pretty
Uh-huh.
thin too, but
Gonna have to win
it's just
first.
because I don't.
Holy
I like how-
God!
Off you pop.
Yeah.
She has no upper teeth.
Oh,
No, they're
that's,
just hidden in the shadow
sis.
effect.
How big are those? I don't know those numbers.
Probably E cup.
E-cup?
And now the race of the century.
There's more than one round of this, by the way.
You
I love
know,
how they all
this-
kind of hop right before you start.
you know, the thinner they are and the bigger those are, the more that's gonna do damage to the spine.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that work?
Because logic.
I don't know, they're probably inflatable, so they don't weigh as much as they look.
Not what I meant. I meant the physics on the bike.
I was referring to
that's-
Squirrel.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you got a card!
So
What
where
the
is
hell?
it that you're?
He's racing people. And the
No,
best way to
but-
steer in this is to ram against walls.
No, but I meant
Yes,
when-
that pretty
when I
much
figured
is.
out When he was.
Screw drifting, just hit a wall, you hardly
This
lose
is
any
totally how drifting works.
speed. Bonk!
Tokyo bonk.
Actually, I kind of want to see Bonk brought back. I think it'd be hilarious. He'd be all clean, no longer so drug fueled. I wonder if it'd be a good game or not.
Oh, the caveman game, right?
Game, camera! I would like to
Nice.
see! I would like really
Whoa, what the hell?
I would really like to see at some point. That usually helps, game.
Oh, this is probably the most prolonged one yet. There it goes. Sort of.
I don't know why the camera does that.
I am so behind. I'm just laughing just so I can be in the conversation.
Oh, just wait. You'll see him doing some nice reverse.
I actually managed to do better when I was driving like that.
Oh, there it is. Also, your bike is not actually touching the ground.
Well, no. Bikes
like-
don't actually touch the ground, man. What are you talking
No,
about?
it's
Now
not.
this is pod racing.
Game, it did it again.
Were they seriously too lazy to animate the bikes actually interacting with the ground?
They probably tried it and had weird physics glitches that caused it to
Because they
fly off
totally don't
into the
already
horizon.
have weird physics
Good enough.
glitches.
Seriously, I played PlayStation.
So they just decided, hey, you know what? Let's make it so where no objects touch in this game.
I played PlayStation games that had better connection with the ground with their vehicles. I'm of course referring to
Put
Jack.
everything on it.
look at my boobs
I'll make you rich.
Yeah, I like looking at my bike more.
If you don't win, darling.
Of course, he's
I'll make you
stupid.
dead.
It's a good
And
thing she
more
has that
racing.
skin-tight leather suit. Otherwise, those things would probably be killing her. They'd probably come to life and just eat her.
Round two.
You have some, like, lady, you have some type of parasite in your breasts, and they're gonna pop
We
out.
had a little bit of a spaz out on one of those guys when it started.
It's like,
Yep.
it's like,
Gained Brandy's trust by winning the race. Hey, another
That's why
card.
they're so. That's why they're so swollen. You've got a cyst. One of those
Yeah,
giant
cyst.
cysts.
assist?
A
Cyst.
cyst. It's
see.
in a
Oh.
giant pustule.
Oh.
Whoa, physics. That's how physics works. Well, and that's how cameras work.
Oh man, this
Let's
is.
see the
this is a
physics.
This is a camera thing.
Oh god!
I love
I
the
just
physics.
saw the physics working.
Oh,
This is how they work. This is how things work in the world.
okay, this camera is almost as bad as Sonic Adventure 2.
Sonic Adventure 2 didn't actually have that bad a camera as long as you just let the camera do its thing and didn't try and fidget with it.
Which is absolute murder when trying to
Do
find
you
the
have
gem.
any camera control at all in this
No,
section?
I do not.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, no, if I had camera control, the camera wouldn't be doing that.
Well, it might just be fighting. But
Yeah, no, I literally cannot rotate the camera at all.
Are there dust devils in this game?
Not that actually do anything, no.
final lap. Here it is. Do or die time. And in 4th place. And in 3rd.
Whoa,
and
physics!
5th, 6th, 4th.
Whoa, physics and camera just decided nope. Camera, what? Thank you. Yeah, no, I can't win this at this point.
Oh, you got screwed, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
That's like Mario Kart
Still
8.
behind.
That's like Mario Kart 8 bad luck.
Oh, right there.
Let's go.
Woohoo!
Why were the physics, like, bad in that game?
Well, like all Mario,
So does the last checkpoint actually have the beginning of the current race? Yeah. Looks
Yes,
like
it
that.
does.
like all Mario Kart games, you can easily go from 1st to 8th in less than a second.
Yeah,
Lightning bolt.
Any of the games get, well, Blue Shell, really.
Like blue shell, and then suddenly lightning bolt, and then red shell, and then
And then
green shell.
everybody runs you over, and then
And
as
bullet
the final
bill.
bit, you
Never get
drive
bullet
off a
bill.
cliff on accident.
And then you're in last. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that?
Game. Oh, hey, the camera actually didn't wig out for once.
Did any of you see that when he first started the new race? There was like an artifact problem.
Yeah,
There
I
was, like,
noticed that. I don't know what the fuck that is. I think it might be Brandy warping away.
Maybe?
She
I have
just
to go
kind
now.
of noodles out of the scene.
Oh.
I have
You
to go
see her
now.
true form briefly, the, interdimensional switch.
Ah,
You got down.
these fucking bike physics are really getting annoying. This is how bike physics work. Okay, I'm just going back to the last checkpoint at this point, because this is getting silly. These bike controls are really it's this little thing that there's this little strap hanging on his gun, and it's wigging the fuck out initially. That's literally what it is.
Oh god, it gets kind of like... It kind of looks like how if you like pull out a measuring tape all the way and just kind of let it snake back in. That's kind of what
Yeah.
it does there.
Yeah, exactly.
I love doing that. It's so fucking fun.
Okay, I'm gonna say when I ever tried to do that, oh my god, you almost flipped. I'm gonna say this much. Whenever I did that, I got so nervous because as a kid, I accidentally got something like a paper cut from that thing.
Well,
Because
that would
it
be metal
flew
cut.
everywhere. It flew everywhere, and I got cut on my hand, and my face, and my arm.
Oh god, that's...
And I was afraid of those things from now on, and I still cannot let those things just go. I have to slowly pull them in.
This is why you don't kind of just like let it go when you're hugging it.
Phrasing.
Dun 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 dun. Okay, I got a concept for you, and it's been mulling in my brain for years.
Whoa, game
Okay.
physics. Allow me to not get dicked over too much by this lap game.
What is it? That's cool.
What do you like? We all know that Sonic R was kind of eh. So what would it imagine if you were to actually get a Sonic R2, but with like all the characters and a hell of a lot more levels?
I never played that game, so I couldn't tell you.
What is Sonic R? Is that like racing?
I assume it's a racing of some
It was
kind.
the very first Sonic racing game that they made, except
Oh.
they weren't all in vehicles. It was all like on foot.
Yeah, I won the race.
I've made
Yay!
Yay!
perhaps quite surprisingly.
What do you guys
I'm
think of
not an
that?
Amateur after all.
Like
I don't know.
said,
I think
never played
they've
the
had
show,
more
so-
success with the Sonic
What
All
makes a
Stars
man
Racing.
is his losses.
And see, the biggest
Don't know if
problem
they
with
go
Sonic
back to
R
that.
Understand you.
is that it has really
Very well.
limited
Let's make this
stuff
official. Go to the
because it had to be
Birkenstock
on a
Mall.
Saturn.
There you will find a stellar bike.
And so it only has 5 levels.
Hey, he's actually smoking one of the cigarettes.
Yeah.
Belongs to a miner.
He only has 5 levels. It only
Yeah.
has
Up his
5
nose,
levels.
apparently.
And I'll pay you handsomely.
And it only has 12 characters plus Supersonic. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the problem with Sonic R. I mean,
Isn't that the
Those
one which had
arcade-
Supersonic Racing as the theme song?
yep. And that's the one where the doll tails came from.
Yeah.
The what?
I can't really say that I'm too enthusiastic
Not here
about
for
that
trouble,
because
Kevin.
my interest in Sonic
Your box
it
is
only
big on
extends as
cold.
far as
We don't want you
they've
coming
had
up
a
here
few
no more, you
fun
hear?
games.
What the fuck is wrong with this
Y'all
guy's
fucking
neck?
tore up the place last time.
Ugh, he looks like a
I just
giraffe.
want to ask a few questions. That's it.
His neck is just gonna. It's like if you take his arm and then
Like
just
hell
go.
you ain't. You gas guns
His
and
neck will just go up like a
bicycles.
jack.
Just go ahead and take what you want and mess
Oh,
the folk right
shit.
up. Ain't no one gonna get messed up no more. In
Oh,
fact,
God,
we're gonna
reminds me
mess
of the-
you up. How you like
Reminds
them
me of
apples,
the picture
Come on,
of
boys,
like
let's
the
get this
60s Spider-Man with the neck like super elongated. Like, come at me, bro. One.
Or the engineer with his neck
Rocket
stretched
boot
out.
briefly.
Yeah.
Oh hey,
Nope.
there's just a random insta kill that I rocket booted into somehow.
Alright, well, let's see.
Rocket boot!
Why does this story suck so much?
The whole 14-year-old's wet dream thing,
Let's
Squirrel. That's
see.
exactly what this is.
Oh, right there.
This is basically, you know, you get some little kid, like the kind that you would see playing Call of Duty and making taunts about everybody's mother and how much of a badass they are, saying, "This is what I do if I made a game. I make it where you run around and kick people and punch them, and you're fighting bikers, and then you save a girl and you have sex with her, and then you ride on your bike and explode something, and then you break into this place and you blow up more things, and you growl and punch him in the face, and knock him in his ears, kick him right in the nuts. Yeah! Hit button
Gameplay.
50 times.
I was. That's weird.
That's essentially what I think the development process for this game was like.
Pretty much.
Is it kind of like Big Fat Liar, where the game developer stole some kid's idea off of fanfic.net?
What?
Oh, grenade toss here. Here we go. Whoop.
It actually worked.
I don't think any
It never
good
gets
idea
old,
was
that grenade toss. You just like, it's like it's almost like you would be flipping a coin there. It's like, whoo! 30 feet.
Must have what, Squirrel?
I don't think any.
Oh hey, I can pick up another paint for my bike. Desert sand.
Wow, as if you needed to blend in any more with the environment.
Okay, so Squirrel, can you repeat that again? Because, like...
I don't think
Velvet
any of
was-
you have actually ever seen Big Fat Liar.
I don't
It's
think
one of the
I-
very few movies with Frankie Muniz in it.
Drop him in the middle, kid.
Yep.
Okay.
It
I
also
think
has
I've heard of it and I never
And
seen it.
then the game
Peter
decided
Gervais.
that sound was not
Yes.
something I needed to hear for a minute.
Peter Gervais.
Oh, it's very nice when the scenes just completely lack any Foley, guys.
Jake
Especially
is
when
like,
it's like a shotgun. I don't have the audio playing, but was that shotgun silent?
no, the shotgun wasn't, but Jake's speaking was. That's why there were no subtitles.
Oops.
literally just-
insert lines here.
I'm gonna fuck you up. There. Line inserted. That's
That
pretty much
wasn't
all
what
this
he was saying.
story amounts to.
Oh wait, now we're going into spooky underground here.
Candris,
Apparently.
please, whatever you're doing, stop.
Sorry.
Seriously, stop eating whatever you're eating, because it is very, very audible.
Sorry.
Apparently I need to find a lamp, because...
Why are we in a mine?
Okay, apparently when you kill people you can just take their headgear instantly now.
Okay, so find a lamp, and then you can go ahead and meet your uncle in the caves and rescue Princess Zelda. Take my sword.
But basically, the way
Zelda
to
is your.
Whoa, what the fuck?
the way to take someone's hat is to shoot a bullet into their face.
And just like instantly teleported onto you after.
Yes, it did.
You're
That's how
shooting
hats
random
work.
minors. This. You're definitely going not up against gangs anymore. You're going up into full-out murder.
This is a gang miners. They attacked him first.
Yeah, that is true. They did.
You're just walking along, you know, just wielding your crowbar, being like, "Sup, guys?" And they're like, "Ah, pull out the guns."
He didn't act. Yeah, pretty much. Wait, is that supposed to be like?
Seriously.
Is that supposed to be like fire effects? What is this?
No, it's a treasure. I think. That what? I swear, if you open that chest and it starts playing the Zelda mystery item thing.
No.
Da 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 da.
Apparently, I had to take dynamite to replace my grenades because I needed dynamite for
You
reasons.
snatched some dynamite. You didn't pick it up. You didn't grab it.
Okay, now
you
I'm gonna
didn't
go
equip
back and
it,
get my
You
grenades.
just snatched it.
Yep, I'm gonna go back for my grenades now.
Because when you pick up something, you know, you gotta use the equivalent of a vagina as the term.
Yep. Let's whip back for my grenades.
Also, you have a lit piece of dynamite in a mine. Yeah, this is gonna end well.
Totally.
Yeah, we have a lot of abandoned mines here in Arizona. I'm pretty sure if you sneezed on them, they'd collapse.
Well, this is not an abandoned mine. It is very
Sure
much
don't.
clearly not an abandoned mine.
Yeah, but you're tossing dynamite all over the place.
Well, it's an enemy mine.
You're tossing dynamite all over the place. You're gonna cause a cave-in.
No, dynamite is used to make caves.
That would be a cave out, clearly. That's how physics works, right? That's how.
Oh,
This is how aiming works. That was actually just me shitting it up, though. That one I won't actually give the game crap for. That one was me.
I love how that guy just takes 5 bullets straight to the sternum and still comes after you.
And shoot him in the heart. He's obviously a vampire.
No. Just headshots only.
Okay, so they're zombies.
Yep. With guns.
Zombies with guns. Now
Oh,
that's
but I
a
can't-
concept I want to see.
I love
Okay,
how
so-
they have the insta kill there, long after you would be away from anybody.
Huh?
Land of the dead.
Fortunately,
Oh.
you can use grenades to take out these things, so I didn't have to grab the dynamite, but I guess they're just making sure that you can't get trapped. Yes, there is this man who has guns. Let us charge at him.
Maybe they're expecting him to be out of bullets.
Yes, that is clearly how things work.
Well, you have like 3,000 of them, so eventually.
No, I actually came.
Yeah.
That was just a graphical display
I know,
number.
I was just saying.
Unfortunately, I wish I did, because then I wouldn't
Oh,
have
my
to
shoulder,
rip it
oh,
out.
my neck, oh, my sternum, oh, my other shoulder, oh, I'm finally dead.
You know, I'm wondering, are these guys just going to be left for the coyotes to devour? Or is there actually going to be some paramedics that will try to save these poor bastards?
There's a cleanup crew following Jake at all times.
So kind of like Snake, huh?
Viscera.
Are these cards you're
I don't know.
picking
Wait,
up-
play
would it really be viscera so much as maybe semen?
What?
It's Jake. Well, that was an actual useful grenade usage.
Oh, wow, there's like fucking everybody gathered right there.
Hey, what are we doing in this cave? I don't fucking know.
And now all of a sudden it's gang members.
He just killed like all but one of them with one grenade. Nice.
And then all of a sudden it's gang members.
What What are they doing in this mine?
I don't know!
Coming after you, 'cause they don't like you.
They don't know you're here.
Apparently they do now!
They heard all the explosions. I bet that's Jake!
Yeah.
What do you mean? It could be the miners. You know, digging.
Well, maybe they're just... Maybe Chris Hansen needs to have a seat with them if they're so interested in miners.
Beld?
Saw that one coming a mile away.
Must you be so insufferable?
Yes.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, or rather Injustice, are these playing cards actually, like, have the developer's face on it? Because now we know actually who to kill.
The game isn't that bad. Seriously.
It has only been branded worst game of all time because it's fresh in the memory.
Exactly. There are far worse games.
Well, I'm not denying that, but I'm pretty sure these guys do not want to put this, these developers do not want to put this on their resume.
I don't know. They released it. They must be proud of something they did here.
They
and I
released it
assume
probably
it's
due
the
to
exit, but
contractual
I want to see
reasons.
what's in the other direction.
They released it probably due to contractual reasons. These guys just line up to die. It's almost like that Conga game Zeta was playing.
Well, they're melee guys, and they can only path in, like, certain places. Which actually does happen in a fair number of games, actually. They'll just generate pathing.
I'm just thinking, why, like, this is primarily a shooter, so why the hell would the developers even think putting melee people in it is a good idea?
Because
they
they're
wanted to mix
But
it
hold
up.
on a minute. Jake just said, "Listen, buddy, I'm not here to kill you," after killing like 70 of his friends.
Jumping me back there. But you're gonna have to give
Maybe
me some
this one
information.
guy isn't part of the
I
game.
need to know where to find Orson.
Okay. He isn't here today.
I know I may have
You're in
killed
the
about 70
House by the
people coming
graveyard.
over here, but I'm not here to kill you.
For your sake, I hope you're sure about that.
I'm your friend. Now quit wobbling your neck all weird. It freaks me out.
Okay, why did they start attacking him if they are actually rivals of the game? This is starting
Because
to get
they're
real
idiots!
stupid.
Oh,
My
wow.
broken neck.
Oh, jeez, what the fuck?
You finished?
Oh, yeah.
This dialogue.
Ugh.
You fuck. Don't wash that paint
I
off.
won't.
Yeah, the dialogue has been pretty odd.
Oh, wow. Such class.
Ew. Seriously, I can write better dialogue than this. And I'm not even a good writer. Be pretty much like what was
I love how the group. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Yeah, that was something
Rocket boot away!
that was actually something I was curious about if anybody else here did any writing.
By the way, anybody who hasn't seen it needs to see just how many fucking kicks in the sternum these people will take.
Okay.
Then why don't you hit him in the head?
Because I'm
it's Rocket Boot's awesome.
And a rocket boot, whatever enemy you're hitting with it cannot retaliate against you at all.
And the other enemy doesn't even try to hit you. He's just like, never mind.
He will eventually attempt to hit you.
1, 2, 5.
And now I just
4,
stop
5,
rocket booting
6,
him.
7, 8, 9,
10.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You miss. 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 4, 5.
Apparently I have to fracture
7,
every
8,
single one of his
9,
ribs into
40,
at least 17
41,
pieces.
43, 43, 44,
Go down already, you're inhuman.
47, 48, 49, 50, 51,
Oh hey look, a card.
57, 58, 60,
That guy looked like one of the Duck Dynasty folks.
63, 64, 70,
Jeez, I'm glad you're keeping count because
75!
I lost count like an hour ago.
Even if you're wearing Kevlar armor, that's
Kevlar won't do
boots to the chest.
Kevlar doesn't do shit for kicking you in the chest.
And hey guys, this guy has a submachine gun. Let's all go beat him up with our fists.
Oh shit, there's guys actually... Wow, instantly killed by enemies throwing dynamite.
Oh,
goody.
jeez.
So now they're bringing out the interesting enemies. Fortunately, apparently they actually put some thought into it, in that is where the checkpoint immediately is.
Clearly, they anticipated that.
Maybe at this point in development, when the playtesters were begging to be released from their chains, they realized that this level was a little too hard at that point, so they put a checkpoint in.
This is gonna be it's still annoying as balls, though. Oh, that's what
most
killed
of that
me.
blood just appeared to come right out of your ass, too. It's like you died. It's like...
Bummer of a handling, dude. It's like worms, except you actually have actual worms. They're going.
dead.
There, finally.
Worms, intestines.
No. There we go.
Now you get to shoot some people.
That's what we've been doing. You know, like Master Chief, he just decided to shoot his way out. Mix it up a little.
Yeah, because I really don't care much for that series, but they actually do have some that the script writers actually had some pretty clever lines in it for a shooter game.
Well, they tried to be more than just a shooter. They tried to be a franchise.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
They tried to be...
They've written some good books. Some of them were crap, but some of them were pretty good.
I haven't read any books, though.
I'm pretty sure the dynamite next to that marble pillar still would have killed you from the concussion wave.
Yeah.
Maybe
Especially
not.
being 5 feet.
Marble is very, very hard.
Technically, if you're directly behind a thing, you can be pretty close to an explosion. Compression waves will be blocked pretty effectively by a big object.
Yeah. Plus,
so,
you know, with
degrading
most
marble
explosives, it's not even the concussion that kills you, it's the shrapnel.
Which I'm
That's
pretty
true.
sure the marble will block pretty much all of very efficiently.
You know, the big thing you have to worry about is the dynamite blowing the whole pillar to pieces.
Well, yeah. But assuming that doesn't happen.
Which apparently it
What
doesn't.
the fuck?
This sounds good.
But no, I think the only problem with the Halo series is it should have had an ending a while ago.
Was that Orson?
Yes, it should not have gone to 4.
That's a nice nothing she's almost wearing.
What?
Mike, man.
Uh-oh, are we gonna get one of those scenes?
Maybe.
You love
Probably
that
not,
thing
though.
more than me.
The ones that eat
More
dry
than
humps,
anything.
he doesn't
Oh
really
my
talk to
god.
at all.
By the way, when she yelled, "You're the devil," she yelled it like this, "You're the devil!"
Good morning, bourbon.
I'm just gonna imagine she had that exact voice too.
Pretty
I'd like
much.
to help you.
One of his tattoos says death
I
from
want
above.
you.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever do that.
Seems like this will be the first simple thing all
It's
week.
a military
Where'd you say
saying.
Orson's keys were again?
Yeah.
It means
Stupid
bomb the shit out of 'em.
keys. Stupid hooks.
If you ever played Call of Duty 4, it's that the level
There you go,
with
ma'am.
the
Bet you can't drink it all in one gulp.
Of course I can.
of what kind of
Airborne.
gun? No, yeah, but like what kind of what was its classification?
I don't know. I never played any of those games.
Well, you were in the military though, so it didn't.
Sweet
Well, I
dreams.
really have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes,
There are a lot of
sure,
different
that's how you
branches.
fall asleep.
Hmm?
You'll see.
No, the
She
level.
ragdolled. Oh dear.
Hey, hey! That's my
So sorry.
bike.
What were you talking about there?
I'm calling the cops. I
The
saw you. Hey, you son of a bitch, that's my bike.
Okay, what the hell? What is she?
Gun,
She's
ship,
being brainless.
tank, helicopter.
Take your pick. They've got more.
Now I'm driving a bike again. At least.
Yay! Still don't know what Candace was talking about.
No, I said the level Death from Above in Call of Duty 4. There's and said there was a level called that, and the level where pilot like said kind of the kind of gun you were shooting from the ships. I can't remember what type of gun it was that was called.
So, question: just how easy?
So 50 cal or something.
Yeah,
What
that's
you
what
saying?
I mean. Like I don't remember what.
Well, so Squirrel was asking a question. What was it?
Just how easy is it to fail these driving sections?
Pretty
Bump
easy
something?
if you've
It
seen any.
If you were to bump the corner of that
all
car,
of a sudden, helicopter with miniguns. For reasons.
Wow. Where? Did
And then I get stuck on a thing for
did
no
the
reason.
video die for anybody else?
nope.
Where
Just
where
me.
did this gang get a helicopter? These guys have more stuff than the mafia.
I love how you have to. Is it still where you have to slide?
I think
practically.
he's probably
Pretty
gonna
much.
do some stuff with King Radical.
Oh wow, look, this place actually has law.
No, it doesn't.
That was a cop.
Yes, it has police. It doesn't have law.
Okay, still not loading. What the fuck?
Stupidest cop I've ever seen.
Hence why I say it doesn't have law.
Hello, gang.
We can hear you.
No.
Oh, I
let's-
was supposed to go this way, apparently.
But yeah,
That cop-
death from above is pretty much an airborne saying.
Oh, there we go.
And the helicopter is being very...
Somehow I have doubts that Jake ever went into the army, though.
No,
There we
that
go.
as far as I can tell, he did actually do.
Oh, he
Probably
was.
dishonorable
That's his
discharge.
backstory.
Yeah, that is, he was in Vietnam.
Oh.
Okay, that was a thing.
Was it a dishonorable discharge?
No, as far as I know, he was an actual...
I
release.
ate my LT. What?
Oh, God.
Oh, that death.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
I'm not sure, I think I was... I was supposed to
Good
boost.
grief.
Oh my God! And now I'm thinking
That's
of
insanity.
that. I'm
That was
thinking
funny.
of that robot chicken skit with like all the various things falling off that path and into the helicopter.
Well, I will say this much. I was surprised you didn't just bounce off the helicopter. You actually got shot to itty bitty bits.
Yep.
That is a very long sustained boost that you were having there.
Apparently I can blow up a police car by landing on it.
Well, yeah, haven't you
How the
ever-
hell do you have that much nitro in a single bike?
Yeah, that's.
Apparently I'm just nitroing continuously now. I do have... Whoa, what?
This mic is collapsing.
What am I doing? What am I supposed to shoot at? There.
Plus, you're just stuck in rocket mode. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem like you're actually getting a physical boost from it. You're just got the rockets constantly on.
I think their animation.jpg has gotten screwed up.
And now you're shooting people on other motorcycles. Oh no, that's.
And I'm moving...
Haven't you ever played GTA 5? Landing on cars blows them up.
I'm waiting for GTA 5 to come to Steam.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
I played some of it at my sister's. Well,
I'm not sure if I have enough time to actually beat this. Game? Oh.
Well, whatever it is you have to do it in 18 seconds. That are going by really slowly, or that might just be the video.
No, there was a
No, that's
prolonged
actually part
slow
of the game.
motion thing.
Got a question.
Oh, looks like it's coming to PC on November 14th.
Okay.
And somehow blowing that up blew up the helicopter.
Same date that's coming to Xbox One and PS4.
Somehow blowing up that roadblock blew up the helicopter. I don't even know.
Concussion
Yes.
wave?
The explosion just, like...
Possibly November 11th on
Rose
the
up.
American.
Glad I was wrong.
And
Where are
just reached it. Anyway, what's,
got a problem,
you
Tyrell.
have a question?
I need to fix
Well,
some explosives. to this
Yes. I watched.
Sounds like
I
a
watched
waste
it.
of a good bike.
bike. Not if it helps me take out Pretty Boy.
Just the mere mention of me, just the mere thought of me
Yeah,
trying to say
okay.
this word actually
Fine.
caused my brain to
I
go
know what
blank
this
because Transformers is that stupid. But
I'll
yeah,
look with
are
you.
saber rounds
I
a
need
real
some help,
thing? Like actual rounds with magnesium tips?
One of my privates didn't
I
report this
think
morning.
so.
I've been trying to look after it. He's an ex-Vietnam.
I mean, if so, those things sound deadly.
Just
I mean, magnesium when it's
like Mike.
ignited goes at
Didn't
least
come back
2,000
so
degrees. That
you
crap
know,
will melt
in
anything.
the head.
Whoa!
What can I
Jesus
do?
Christ, look at
He
that
lives out
beard.
at the trailer park.
Oh,
in San
yeah.
Alfonso.
Eh,
You mind
Jack's
checking
from
up on him?
Rooster Teeth is bigger.
I'm worried he might have gotten himself mixed up in something he shouldn't have.
I'll
Does
find
sound
it.
familiar,
Don't
but
worry.
I'm not sure.
Thanks, son. I'll work on fixing this.
Anyway, what is that? Something from the newer Transformers movie?
Yes, indeed. They were using saber rounds to cut through their armor because of the magnesium tips.
Probably is a thing.
I
I would
hear
guess.
that one is getting very, very bad reviews.
Yeah, well, Squirrel, if you've seen it, let me know. Is it?
Oh
as
no
bad
no
as
no no! I'm
everybody's
talking.
saying?
I'm talking about number 1.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking
Is
about.
when
Oh.
they first come in contact with that scorpion-like thing and they shoot off its tail.
Well,
with those
IMDb
rounds.
is giving it 6.3. That's not bad territory.
Yeah.
I suppose.
See what Rotten Tomatoes is
It's
giving.
my
What are you
guess
giving
is it's
with that?
probably
Jesus,
just
what
the
the
same
hell?
as the other ones, which is
Who are
if
you?
you like,
Tell
if
me,
you want a
Space
movie which is
Sergeant
mindless
Tyrell.
and has a lot
Your
of
choice.
explosions and cool
Let's
effects,
see.
then that's what you get.
Just trying to get by.
17% on Rotten Tomatoes, but 56% audience
Not
rating.
this way. You can do better than this.
I usually tend to go for the audience rating
I-
because critics
I don't
can
know.
rate a movie
Really
based
think
on
so?
things other than the movie.
Indeed.
Yeah, I know.
And all of a sudden,
Who's this?
okay, that was random as shit.
I love how he's holding that money with like the bottom 2 fingers that he has, and then he
Oh
dies.
my god, what the fuck?
I told you. And this guy, okay, his AI has broken utterly. Oh, you will see this AI. This AI
Okay.
is broken so much.
For as much shit.
Fence!
I wasn't even on the opposite side of the fence. It's the crazy bit. I was literally
Okay,
on the
for-
same side of the fence.
It was the little line there kind of
For
screwed.
as much
Yeah.
shit that I give this game, when things break, they break hilariously.
I know, that's why it's not that bad of a game. It's 'cause it's hilarious in its bugs.
Okay.
It may not be a good game, but goddamn are its bugs hilarious as shit.
Excuse me.
What the hell is this red stuff supposed to be?
I don't know. I don't see any red stuff except for what's on there. Oh, hey. Line? Seems to... What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be like a cable running from one building to the next.
And to the log, apparently?
Into the log. It provides power to the log.
This is one of those powered logs. They don't
Yeah.
have one of those cheap unpowered logs. They
Hell no, there's a sophisticated trailer park. They got
Yeah.
high definition logs.
exactly.
Moss is extra.
And the AI has decided to break hilariously again.
I think there's just too much stuff that the AI can't pathfind around on the ground here.
What the hell exploded that time? What is exploding?
Oh god, nice little ragdoll there.
I believe that this
No, seriously, what the fuck is exploding over here?
kid, he gets paid back to sugar.
I think you just threw an infinite grenade or something.
Okay.
What the
Things.
hell?
Apparently, I have exploding bullets now.
Oh, cool.
Apparently.
Those are actually a thing.
I know, but not like that.
I think you found some glitch to make your bullet have the same effect as a grenade.
That actually sounds cool. I mean, it's
Just
broken,
don't shoot
but that
something
sounds
right
cool.
next to you. Go ahead and test it. Shoot a wall right next to your head.
And that reminds me of
It seems to have already stopped. I think there were just like a shitload of explosive barrels, and okay, that guy apparently wasn't fully dead.
So, when I was younger, the thing I would like to do, because I had I had too much time on my hands and I was an autistic freak. The thing I like to do is that when I played games, after I'd beaten them, I just started exploring and seeing what I could break.
That's not related to being autistic. That's just being a person who likes to break the shit out of games.
When I mean break, I mean not actually breaking them as in breaking the cartridge. I mean like finding glitches
Yeah,
that
no, I
were
understand what you mean.
surprises.
Yeah, no, that's common.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
people
used to do that. Well, I used to do that by the crap ton in Spyro. Especially the underwater, the glitch where if you go underwater, but not go underwater, you suddenly gain the ability to swim in the air.
right? That sounds confusing.
Yeah, they have the way swimming works in Spyro is pretty dumb. It's a really
And-
shitty way to program it. It really
And
is.
if you swim outside of a boundary, the game will crash. I've done this in about 6 different levels. This
Well, that
glitch
makes sense,
pers-
because they
this-
never really set it up to allow you to do that, so it doesn't know how to handle it.
Come on, get the. Oh, you're not gonna do
Include-
the kill.
Yeah,
are
I
you?
didn't
Actually-
notice that there was one until after I... You know, I hate to do it. I don't like to do the melee in this game, because it's more annoying than the shooting.
Well, that's usually what happens when you're, in combat like this.
Well, yeah. Melee tends to never really happen, it's just shoot them.
Unless they get too close to shoot.
I don't really think that's a thing.
Well, with the aiming in this game.
Well, yes, but I meant in real combat.
It's like, oh no, I'm trying to shoot this guy in the face, but I keep aiming over his shoulder for some reason.
It's almost like I have a camera that's positioned behind my back. It is colliding with the level geometry.
Or their shoulder.
Well, shoulders and level geometry are basically the same thing.
Yes. I love the bottle floating in midair there.
What?
Well, why not?
What bottle?
Why not?
Okay.
It was back at one of the
Let's
picnic
do that.
tables.
Oh. Not sure which of the bottles is floating. Oh, there it is. Well done, programmers. Well done. Game? Where? I'm kind of not sure where I'm supposed to go now.
I can't tell. It's all completely gray right now. I have something that you want. Something that you want.
Maybe between the trailer on the other side there.
That's a thought.
What?
Don't you hate it when the game breaks itself like this?
I don't think the game is broken. It's just they failed to do quite a good enough job indicating where the fuck you're supposed to actually go.
Yeah, maybe between the trailers on the other side. Unless that's where you came from.
Oh, maybe I'm supposed to go over here?
Yeah, about the pink trailer.
Oh, well, this would be logically the place, maybe. Yep, that was where. What? That was a thing?
Okay, now suddenly there's
That made sense.
fire.
What?
Oh, what?
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Things!
Yeah.
They happen! They make sense!
I am computer programmer. I put stuff to make work.
You better watch out for them trailers, man.
This is why they had the powered log to defend against the trailers.
Good God.
I want to see that again.
You're going to have to.
That was just absolutely random.
Yes, it was.
That was fantastic.
They'll never escape this trailer park.
Well, that part is true.
You will never escape this trailer park alive.
It was the pink trailer too. I knew that one had it in for you.
Wow, the way the behavior of it in terms of physics, what?
It just came to life and ate you. That's pretty much all I can say. It just wanted you inside it.
Apparently, I threw him onto a fence, which killed him instantly.
Just,
it had kind of a spiky top thing. You know, those picket fences, man.
I mean, seriously, this blood splatter, how hard is it to incorporate
Oh,
different types of
I
blood
got a
splatters?
pike up my butt.
Let's take a hatchet, because we can.
Hatchet to the brain.
Oh, I can throw. Oh, so I can actually throw axes as well as knives. I was wondering about that.
Well, yeah, I've seen people throw tomahawks before.
I meant in the game. I wasn't sure if they had programmed that.
Oh. Well,
They have you can buy an upgrade to throw knives, and I wasn't sure if they. Oh,
Wait,
great
what?
shooting job, guy!
wait. You have to buy an upgrade to throw shit?
Well, you have to learn how to accurately throw the knife, I assume.
Okay, I'll at least give that. But seriously, you have to actually do that?
Well, it's a really cheap upgrade, so you can buy it basically like first thing. So I think it's.
Let me teach you how to throw a knife. First, give me $25.
That sounds kind of like the JoJo's in a comic.
They are literally just like shooting into walls at this point. And they can't figure out how to take cover. At least this game gives actually sensible levels of accuracy to the submachine guns. So I will give them that. You can actually aim accurately with them when you're not... okay game, that was a thing. You'll see some marvelous game camera programming in a minute.
Quality. Here comes the quality.
Here it comes. Race, race!
There it was.
Yada 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 yada.
The character just has a random seizure.
Okay.
Well, he's
Like,
killed
holy
so many.
shit, where am I? What was I doing?
He was
I have a
probably
gun.
taking so
I
many
think I'm
drugs.
killing things.
He had a
Okay,
seizure.
here we go.
That was odd.
The events of him actually going after and killing people, probably very traumatic on his brain.
Well, that was an easy final boss. Or not final boss, but that was an easy mini-boss thing.
Mini bosses never really are that easy.
Well, this was literally crawl around, peek out around the corner and shoot it in the head. That was literally it.
I don't think that was a boss. I think that was just a mook.
Well, of course it was. It's just they played it up like a boss because you had to go through the whole level to kill him.
Well,
I'm really
So
sorry.
take out the gunner guard the exit, and
I
then he
saw him. He
died.
was speaking with the devil's hand. Got a lot of money for something. I wanted to find out what it was.
Wind tunnel.
Did Skype die again?
No.
Yeah. He looked, defeated. Lost. Sorry.
thanks.
Wind tunnel.
I'll need to look into this. Your bike is set to go. Explosives line the base of the engine. Real hard to spot. Now, get out of here.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing to your mic?
What?
Are you trying to inhale it?
What?
Like, are you like trying to inhale it like Kirby so you can get the mic power?
No, what? I don't know what you guys are...
We're hearing nothing but.
Okay, that's odd.
That almost sounded
Blowing
like
a
something.
fan right on it.
That almost sounded like something from Resident Evil.
Has no time for idiots.
Okay.
Although he'd never speak with someone like me in person.
Hey, here's where her boobs come into play. They help balance her on the bike.
Try to remember.
Really?
Her
I
wrists are
really hope you do.
really super narrow.
Like they could be snapped just by moving wrong.
Yeah, I don't think they spent a whole lot of time rigging the models to the animation very properly. It looks like her arms kind of stretch out a bit to grab the handlebars
We
as
gotta
well.
follow her. Don't get too close.
Her name is Brandy.
We better not get too close to her while we're following her, or else her spookometer might get too high.
Spookometer, huh?
It's a GTA joke.
Hmm.
Grand Theft Auto has,
I'm doing like
especially in a lot of the, like 3 and
Yeah.
a few later ones, they would do like spookometers.
Oh god, I hated those missions.
You have to like follow, but don't be seen.
Oh, that reminds me of another mini game in Spyro. I'm talking about the Agent Zero missions. If he spots you, he makes this sound, and he just points at you. And you have to
Okay, well that
stop.
was totally pointless.
Just points at you and goes.
Well, not quite, but he does kind of make a sound that sounds like a tire screech.
Not quite body snatchers. Oh, disappointing.
No, he's a complete retard. But if you get caught during the mission, he'll just suddenly turn around, point at you, and then make that sound.
I
To get into a secret club.
And now the enemies are actually learning how to teleport.
Send him to hell, kid.
You'll see what I mean in a
Okay,
second.
so they have actual demonic forces on their side now.
You'll see what I mean.
These gangsters, they're like trying to take over the world or something because they have demonic abilities now.
Still haven't seen...
Just waiting for one to be like Slender and just pop up right in front of you.
Okay, so here's Pretty Boy.
Oh, okay. Good.
And he's literally
Now I see why they
Two-Face.
call him Pretty Boy.
You'll
Let's
see.
go. We're making a run for it.
Okay, that's odd.
Oh dear God,
He's literally Two-Face.
he is Two-Face. Now I see why they call him Pretty Boy, because he's actually hideous.
Ho ho ho! This is such witting and insightful commentary.
Yeah.
Oh ho ho ho! Oh ho ho! Oh.
Hey, I am extremely tall. Call me Shorty.
I am a very tall midget.
I weigh 500 pounds. I shall be nicknamed Skinny.
Nice.
What does that also remind me of? As you may notice, I do a lot of references because that's how I keep my brain in order.
I tend to do the same thing.
Okay.
It's
Game.
like it reminds me of the Phantom's whole movie. They go into the forest and then there's this guy who says he's all these things, but he's really just this normal dude. Like he says he's a tall midget or he's a very short giant or stuff like that.
Oh, well that was sure some flying an enemy did there.
This sounds
Seriously, demonic powers.
Well, no, this was when they died. You'll see.
Woohoo!
Yippee! I'm flying! Splat.
How convenient.
I wonder what
Glad
I'm
there
gonna
was a
actually.
control panel that if you
Wow.
shot it, it would move the thing exactly where you needed it to be moved.
And then the
That's how
doors
controls
open.
work.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
That is how controls work, you know? You're like, oh man, I wish this thing would move the way I want it to. Boom,
Haven't you
boom,
ever
boom, boom. Yay.
Haven't you ever seen one of those action flicks?
I like how when you kill these guys, they'll still be shooting at you, and then they just drive into a wall and blow up.
Well, their programming's done. They have to die now. It's all their purpose.
Well, no, but they keep shooting at you until they ram into the wall.
Well, you just killed their bike, not the driver.
It's almost like that one guy from Star Wars. It's like I think it was episode 6, and he's just screaming, ah! His aircraft hits straight for the Star Destroyer.
I know you're.
He probably lost all control. It's not like he was steering into it and being like, oh my god, I really don't want to do this!
Okay, well, that was Pretty Boy.
Now why did you
Lame.
do that?
How would you lose this one?
I had
Well, he was pretty easy.
Wow, that was fucking simple.
He's coming with us.
I mean, seriously, you to fail this mission, you would have to suck.
Well, the aiming can be pretty janky there.
But he's not gonna get away.
Well, pretty
You
He
have a
can
bike.
if you
I was
don't
told that you
don't
wanted
kill
to
him
find
soon
me.
enough. He will get away. I assume.
So I saved you the trouble.
Man, this guy
I
looks
found
like a
you
meat
instead.
pizza gone wrong.
a regular private dick, aren't you?
No, that would be King Dick before.
Why were your boys after us? My brother and I
Yes,
haven't
there was
done
a character
shit.
called King Dick.
There's a reason why everyone in the hand knows the Conway name, Jake. Truth
And
is,
Have we
given
just
up on
lost
them
all
for you
semblance
a
of
few
plot
years
now?
ago. Thought you must have joined your
Suddenly,
old man.
somebody
If we ever had it.
hanging from a.
What?
Oh.
No.
he's-
He left.
My
Oh,
God,
you didn't kill him.
have you
No,
really
not
been
yet.
Kidding yourself all this
Now he's just
time?
gonna torture him.
Come on, you really don't know.
Seriously, dude, if you keep picking at it, it's not gonna
Didn't
heal.
that idiot uncle tell you anything?
Why hasn't he received medical attention or skin grafts? I'm pretty sure that can get
He's in a
easily
bike
infected.
Jay,
That could easily get
don't be
infected.
so gloomy.
I know it's
Anyways,
supposed
this
to
is
look
like
awesome.
the real heavy plot here.
I know he's supposed to like.
Very
Your uncle
happy to have
didn't
the
tell you
opportunity to
anything.
that There's been a kill order out for the whole Conway bunch. Your dad.
Hey Jake, quit smoking those cigarettes, otherwise you'll look like Pretty Boy. You're
He's
seeing
really
me?
just putting them right up to his
And in the
nose,
big
and then
old
bam.
rule book, kill
I don't
orders
think you'd
are
actually
for
want to
life.
smoke a cigarette like that. That would burn like hell.
So what happened?
Oh, I don't know. One day we were looking for him. Next day, Caesar says he's dead. Happens all the time. Why should we question him?
And where is this unquestionable leader?
I didn't get these scars for my candor. One thing
So there's your
I
whole
will tell
plot.
you is this.
They're all trying to kill you because some guy told them
Stronger
to.
than you. He thinks faster than
Okay.
you.
Riveting.
And he is 10 steps ahead of you.
Absolutely
every single
riveting.
minute of every single day. And he was built without an off switch. And he will not stop until you are eating the very earth you're walking on. It's been a pleasure, Jake.
The mouth animation on this is just so bad. Literally, people's mouths just kind of flap open.
Yeah, reminds me of the old PlayStation mouth movements. Except they were less
Get it.
pixels.
You're done. One last question. Where is he?
Look for the fresh ink. I think I spelled his name right.
The pleasure's been all mine.
You know, I'm pretty sure if you were actually to spew that cigarette smoke directly at his tissues, you could probably give him cancer.
Okay, because I'm sure he totally would care.
Now let's just take a grinder to his arm.
And the thing is, I know that there's still at least some more to this game, because we still haven't, I think, unlocked the rocket launchers yet.
No, apparently this Caesar guy is going to be our final boss.
Presumably.
So let's go to New Vegas where he's trying to invade, and we'll take care of him.
Have we actually gotten to the part where you have to drive a truck through a... Well, you have to destroy a power plant, then drive a truck through a...
We already did that a
electric
while
fence?
back.
I consider that the highlight of stupidity. Just drive your damn truck through it. It's a truck.
But
You'll
it's
be fine.
electrified.
It's a truck. You'll be fine.
It'll spark the grill. The front bumper might get like singed by the electric fence.
You're a semi. You're one step below tank.
No, I think that's things like APCs.
Still. The point being,
Yeah.
fence would not stop you, even if it were electric.
In this game, though, it would just cause the tanker to instantly explode.
No, it would cause the tanker to bounce back 50 feet in reverse.
And then explode.
Then reset at the nearest checkpoint.
No, then explode. Because remember, anything that can really explode must explode.
Ah, okay. And
So
then
it's just-
Jake's head explodes.
Yes.
If only.
Alright, let's pick a mission here from the panties on the wall. Caesar! Oh, this sounds like a final level sort of deal. And Rip
Hopefully.
Mikey.
I'm just amazed that we still don't have a goddamn rocket launcher unlocked.
By
Why
the
did you
way,
tell me, Mac?
outside of my house, this is just completely unrelated information
said he
and just
disappeared.
pretty much me
told
rambling.
me
But
that
there
you
is
were
actually
On all
an
of
El
us.
Camino outside our house that has just been sitting in our lawn.
I knew about the kill.
That's
You
dirt.
know who owns
I
it?
knew they wanted to lead.
Apparently, the person who owned this house
He told
owned
me
it,
himself.
and they're coming to pick it up.
Not you.
But that was 4 weeks
We
ago.
was just boys. Besides, Toledo made me
They
promise.
also left behind a really
Never tell
big ass
Not
stove.
one of you. My job was to protect you from the devil's hand and raise you like you.
I'm thinking if they never actually come to claim it, I'll give it to my uncle, and
I just
we'll
never
fix
thought
it up,
they'd
and
come
then I have a
after
car.
Not after all this time.
Well, titles don't work
That'd
like
start,
that, but
Mac.
yeah.
God damn it, Jake. You know I hate
I think
breaking
it has to
promise.
be sitting on your property for quite a while before.
I honestly
Your
think,
daddy
looking at the car, that the vehicle had been sitting there for quite a while.
But it wasn't
Well,
your
if they
normal
do
past
just abandon
race.
it,
It's the
might be a
girl,
pain in the ass to fix up, but
Your mama. Toledo was a hothead. He got drunk, gambled her when he ran out of money. Don't give me that look, boy. William weren't no saint. He was my best friend.
Do.
Something was
yo mama.
messed up in him.
Yo,
Made him do
mama in his
stupid
pajamas.
shit sometimes. And he lost the race. But he was never gonna hand your mama over to nobody. No, she was furious when she found out what he'd done. You and Mikey was just little. John was a violent son of a bitch. He went on a rampage, talking up a storm about traitors, property, all sorts of shit. And the fellas in the gang.
What is up with old guy's hair?
I don't know. He looks like he has
Toledo
Lego hair.
Brought you boys over one night saying,
Quite
he had to
literally.
leave town. Took your mama with him. He made me swear not to say.
This is what God's
Man.
hair would look like if he was a Lego.
John was insane. I mean, fucking insane. Following after Toledo to God knows where. Then some folks
God,
came
it
back
reminds
saying,
me of those early
"That's
Pixar
Carl."
movies.
Too. Others saying John never found them.
Like
Made
the
the
tin
story
toy
up.
one where the baby had a diaper that was made of concrete.
John McKenzie?
I reckon so. That motherfucker.
I know
got
hair
all
is
wound
really
up.
hard to animate, but if it just sits on your head like a lead weight, it looks really, really stupid.
And then random explosion. These grenades are the worst grenades.
Just out of nowhere.
You okay?
He literally
He's,
got a grenade explode 1 foot away from him and he's fine.
Well, maybe it's not one of those concussion grenades.
It's gone. We gotta get out of here.
It's one of those shit grenades.
It's a frag grenade, only it was made out of apparently, you know, just
Incendiary
sanded
stuff.
dust.
There goes that bike.
Follow that guy who mildly annoyed you with a grenade.
Well, he did blow up our bike. Or our other bike.
Mildly annoyed you with a grenade.
Oh, hey,
Grenades.
it's another chopper with a machine gun on it.
Seriously, this is 2 now. This gang has more influence than the Mafia. Hell, they're practically more powerful than the Yakuza, except they're in the Midwest. Or, sorry, the West.
Well, he's already killed like 500 of them, and they still show no signs of, you know, letting up at all.
What the fuck am I even... Oh, it's a bat with a giant chain wrapped around it, I guess.
This murder spree this dude is on, I'm pretty sure I'll be alerting the CIA by this point. Like, this guy would be public enemy #1, despite killing a bunch of gang members.
They
Oh, I was
probably
supposed to
be
power
thinking
slide
that
on
this
that.
guy's doing him a favor.
Yeah, I can't really think that they would be that interested in getting involved in a thing where they're pretty much only killing gang members.
Well, then we had that mine incident, which I'm pretty sure...
Yeah, true.
And the power plant.
Oh yeah.
What? Okay. That was... You'll see some interesting things that time. I found out what happens if you failed at that button mashing, though.
Aw, too bad it froze.
The bike is just like, fuck you guys, I'm out of here.
I didn't get to see it, but I'll get to see it later when it's finished. Okay, never mind, I saw it. Apparently that guy was hitting you, but also killed your dad at the same time.
And we just literally just whoop off the bike.
Stop blowing up my bike, goddammit! Okay, a tomahawk to the body on a bike would probably be instant kill. I mean, you'd have to have the pain dampeners of the Cobra guy, the Cobra army.
Apparently that wasn't it. It said to power slide to avoid the helicopter. I'm not sure what they were intending me to do.
Maybe fly over it.
No, they specifically said power slide to avoid the helicopter. I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with that.
Power slide around it?
I don't know.
And if you power slide under it, it'll probably just magically explode.
Maybe.
Are these bikes seriously made of, like, nitroglycerin or something?
I don't know.
Okay, I think you have to power slide, but also kind of move a little bit to the left to get out
I
of the
don't
fire.
think you can move while... It's not shooting at you, though.
Are you sure?
No, it's not shooting at you while it's doing that. It's trying to hit you with its helicopter blade.
Loaders.
Yeah. No, wait, this is a polo mallet with a chain wrapped on the other end, I think.
I'm pretty sure that explosion should have killed you, too. Because that bike just exploded for no reason on the in the center of the road.
It exploded because bikes are explosive.
What am I supposed to do there? It says power slide to avoid the helicopter, but I'm power sliding and it's not taking me through the helicopter.
Okay, I'm seeing dust fly off from the helicopter once in a while, and that's actually, like, bullets.
No, that not when it's doing that. Not when it's doing that thing. Seriously, it's not that it's shooting me. I am hitting the blades. I just need to figure out what I'm supposed to do to avoid the blades. Did we just not go forward?
I have an idea. Try doing something with that crane if you can.
Well, it'll take a bit for me to get back there, annoyingly. If they had just not made this timed, it wouldn't have been a problem because then they would have been able to put a checkpoint. Oh no, wait! It's actually just a big ass metal pipe with a T junction on the other end. It's not a polo mallet, unfortunately. There, I don't see anything I could do with the goddamn crane. It says power slide to avoid the approaching helicopter. It specifically says power slide to avoid the goddamn helicopter. I just don't know what... No, I don't want to change the difficulty setting. What are you doing, game?
Being nice?
No, I don't want to change the goddamn difficulty setting. I want you to load the checkpoint. Because I don't need to change the difficulty setting for this. This is an instant death thing, which is unrelated to difficulty. Will you fucking trigger already? Ah, there.
Okay.
I wonder if there's some other path that you can power slide into.
Maybe.
I'm trying to look for that.
The problem is it takes so long.
I see nothing but a bunch of concrete meridians.
The problem is really that it takes so long to get back that I don't have enough time to really look around to see things.
Yeah.
Or pretty much react.
It must be that I have to go around the side, though. There's no other way to do it. Clearly.
You not do that.
I'm just trying to alleviate something.
Where am I supposed to go, game? What do you want from me?
I'm looking.
No, I don't want to change the goddamn difficulty setting.
Ooh, that hurt.
I just want to know where I'm supposed to goddamn well go to get out to not have to go through this same thing 17,000 more times.
Oh, that's you, Dan.
Okay, so we get this point. Power slide to avoid the helicopter. Okay, I'm watching somebody play through this build, and they power slide and they hug as far to the right next to the concrete barriers as possible.
I'll try that.
And they're pretty much getting as low a slide as possible to get through there.
I don't know how you do as low a slide, though.
Well, you're pretty much just sliding all the way down.
Huh? Oh.
Tomahawk.
I don't know quite what you mean by slide as low as possible, but...
I think Candace is asleep.
Maybe.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Just being quiet. Or rather, I muted my mic because...
Okay, that worked for some reason. I don't know why that one time it worked, but it worked.
Okay.
Lovely, I love it.
It might have just
apparently-
been that you had to hug the right side and everything.
I
else.
actually hugged the left side, and it worked.
Okay.
I tried to hug the right side, but the thing collisioned me over to the left side.
Yeah.
I love that you have that kind of bullshit game design.
Must
That
have
could
just
literally
been
be
had
a
to be
brick
all the way to the right or the left, otherwise you get hit by it.
That could literally be a brick wall for some people. Like, fuck this, I'm done type gameplay.
If you've managed to get this far in this thing,
Then you're probably good. Then you're probably intentionally taking forever to go through it, just to see how much more bullshit it can come up with.
exactly.
Or you're just masochistic.
Or you're doing it for the internet.
Same thing, really.
Has PewDiePie actually played this game?
Who gives a shit?
Truck!
Oh wow, this is hard to avoid helicopter, guys.
Pootie mostly plays shitty indie games.
What the fuck?
That's pretty much
That was some physics right there. Oh hey, there is an actual second checkpoint in this mission. Thank God.
Oh man.
Whoa,
okay. Like an idiot. And people watch.
Yep, I think I figured out how to avoid this helicopter, guys.
It seems to be shooting straight down the road. I don't think it can aim at anything else.
Nope, no it can't.
The thing with guys like Pootie is they just overact and mug on the camera as much as possible. And that's it.
Yeah, I've never honestly understood that whole face cam thingy anyway. It's like...
It's like, oh, something
trying
spooky's
to-
going on? Let me go ahead and make the most scared look possible on my face. Like,
I really hope they gave me enough... Okay, good. They did just barely give me enough time to make that thing.
contort my face in a look of terror.
What?
I mean, once in a while, you guys notice that I actually switch to a camera mode when something just completely bewildering happens.
What the hell is this?
You like
Sink
Pootie.
in.
Pootie
The hell
does
was
that. Right up in Pootie, man.
I don't even know who that is.
That
Wait,
was just
PewDiePie.
random.
PewDiePie. I thought you were talking. I thought you were saying something else.
Whoa, okay, what the fuck? Flaming truck all of a sudden?
Did you die or did you
No, I lived.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just sort of bizarre.
It's there.
I'm driving a truck. Driving a truck.
You need to find that bastard.
Mac, Jake, you read me?
Tyrell?
Jake, I looked into that situation.
You know,
before.
bad guys, I'm pretty sure doing this is probably not gonna halt this hero. It's just going to make him look more badass when he accomplishes it. And you probably just killed a random
Not
dude.
this time. The truck ain't legit. Ain't nothing in there I can admit to knowing about. It was last seen heading to Fogwood. You gotta help me out. I'll see you right.
The wind from Candace's mic is blowing back Jake's hair.
Take care of Mac. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Alright, I don't know what it is that's doing that. I'm not
Do you have a fan in your room?
No, I don't.
I wish I had a
Moving
fan.
anything on the table
Okay,
while you're...
more driving. Just what I wanted.
I'm not doing anything to...
It's kind of impossible. More driving! Chase after the army truck. Don't you lose it.
Well, so far it's not hard to not lose.
Oh, it's got boosters. Try not to beat it. It's probably just rubber banding. No stay in
That's
front
not
of you.
really
no matter
rubber banding. That's
what. Reverse rubber banding.
yeah. That'd be like repelling banding.
Magnets. How do they work?
Game, what are you after?
I don't
just
think
stuck
it
in slow
knows.
motion.
Oh,
I don't think it knows anymore.
Are you actually supposed to shoot the truck down?
I think I'm actually supposed to shoot these bikers, and it just gave me weight. It just didn't turn off the slow-mo.
I like how the truck has just crashed into that.
I like how the game just keeps doing slow-mo.
This
think
is
it's-
the most thrilling chase ever.
Yeah, okay, that slow-mo things look at that slow-mo thing looks like it get really obnoxious after a while.
Not to lose the army truck.
Try not to lose your consciousness.
All of a sudden, fast!
I think it got stuck, kind of like the animation for boosting just got stuck.
Smash.
No, it is just that it stays slow-mo for way too long.
Yeah, like I said, that's pretty fucking retarded.
Smash.
They just have a random fire, Max.
And some very stiff moving construction equipment.
And some rocks that when you bang into them, like, send you sliding like 30 feet to the left or right.
Power slide.
And of
I feel
course
like
now
this-
it's shooting time. So now
I feel like this game needs funny music to accompany it. Just something that, sounds like a...
well, this music that is basically rock, but like the same rock music, like going super generic rock music going on forever, is pretty much funny music at this point.
Why are the crane workers trying to kill you?
They're not. They just can't figure out how to stop doing the same thing 17,000 times.
Dang it, I keep failing to move this Connex to the other side of the road. I just keep dropping it in front of bikes. I'm terrible at this job.
Red Flintstone was better at a crane than these guys.
Yeah, laugh it up, Barney.
Yeah, laugh it up, Barney. Oh, boy.
Oh, gee, Fred, don't feel so down. Man, I can't do Barney, my throat's too sore.
Well, we just did a voice acting thing. Of course we're tired and sore. Plus, we laughed our asses off.
This game has been pretty amusing this night.
Yeah, it has been.
This game has been like pulling out all the silliness now.
I am surprised they haven't just pulled out Giant Robot Spider or anything like that.
No, this game isn't awesome.
It's kind of like 06. Sometimes you play it and it plays okay, no problems, occasional bug here and there, and then sometimes Hell's Angels just come unglued on you, and everything and anything that could possibly happen happens. This is one of those times.
Were you
By
followed?
06, you mean Sonic 06?
Hey,
Yeah.
there's a guy over there.
Asshole!
Well, okay, that was random.
Bottom of my boot.
Wow, that mud has the same splatter.
Oh, hey, guess which animation it is?
Is it gonna be pounding his head into things?
I wonder.
Guess what we got a second time?
The same thing.
Again, I can't really see anything because it's all frozen and shit.
And a smack.
These guys suck at living.
Oh, there was another one at the other table there.
Oh, there's another one. I didn't even notice that there was a third one.
I love how their army vehicle says max speed.
And hey, guess what animation it is?
The one where you rip them in half, God of War style.
And I just threw a giant axe to their face and it didn't kill him.
Because
I love how you just pound his head into nothing there.
Yes.
It's just like, there's another one too.
Excuse me now, I'm just gonna use my telekinetic abilities to clobber your head.
And kick him 75 times in the sternum.
Are you sure this Jack guy's not, you know, Sue Storm? Being able to create force fields to bash people's skulls in with?
Well, sometimes he does seem to use invisible powers. I like how the axe actually has a different animation there.
Yeah, that much they actually do. And oh hey, guess what there is here?
Another head bash.
Rage Melon! Ah!
No decapitation.
Nope. Literally the same animation. Game. Can I switch weapons?
You know, I just realized something.
Okay, so somehow my submachine gun has disappeared.
I just realized something, guys. This game is like the epitome of just brute, stupid violence.
As I said, it's a 14-year-old's wet dream.
Yeah, why isn't that guy who is like, oh,
whoa,
camera.
camera.
It's like, violence in video gaming is killing our youth.
You mean Jack Thompson?
Because
Why
Jack
wasn't he all
Thompson
over this?
Because
should've been
nobody's
all of
listening
this.
to Jack Thompson anymore.
Also, he got, like,
disbarred.
like,
Yeah,
9
he's
years
pretty much
ago.
banned from Florida. Pretty much said you're not allowed back into the state. Which is an accomplishment for anybody to get banned from a state completely.
I'm looking for
Well, there's some people that get
Where
banned
is
from
he?
countries.
I don't know. Where was the truck going?
But he should have been on this, like, white on rice.
No, please. I'll tell you what I know.
And I don't think anybody would have cared, actually.
Go on.
See, that's it.
Caesar. He's planning a
These
war
people are
against-
campaigning for attention. Doesn't help if you campaign against a game that nobody's fucking heard
I
of.
know that, genius. What else?
Young Hand, this guy
Truck
is called.
supposed to go to him.
Young
The weapons
Hand.
are for-
He
for
is
his
different
army.
from Old
Where is
Hand.
he? I don't know.
Old Hand was his
Please.
father.
Please.
And Ancient Hand was his grandfather. And Ancient Hand was his grandfather. I don't know how to continue this joke, so I'll just leave it there.
Prehistoric Hand.
Oh, apparently now I'm driving a truck.
Uh-oh. This is a
Driving a
whole
truck.
entirely new...
Driving a truck.
This is just a new mechanic. I don't think we can pull it off.
Oh, shit.
Why is it he decides to spare just one person out of these games?
Because that was apparently a young hand, and thus, I assume, had been, like, not...
It's like, hey man, turn away from this life of violence. Message!
Or I'll set you on fire.
It's basically more like he doesn't want... He wants to help him stay away from this life of sex and violence.
Yet this is the life that he completely follows. Max speed. Max speed, 300 miles per hour. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're breaking that.
That doesn't say 300 miles per hour.
I said 30.
You said 300.
Yes, you did.
Oh, well, I
Plus
meant
that.
30. Meant 30. Anyway, are these trees the type of trees like in Cruising USA, you hit them and then they just turn to plastic?
No, I think they are indestructible.
Yes, they are.
So they're Grand Theft Auto 4 trees.
What the hell was making... Skype making funny noises. Okay. Do you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just smashing these because it's fun.
Well, you gotta find some way to have fun.
Okay, single telephone pole, completely indestructible. Tower crumbles like freaking paper mache.
Well, I assume it's probably made of, like, plywood. Crunch!
It's made out of graham cracker.
You know, logically speaking, truck that size goes full speed into a telephone pole, that pole is coming down.
The truck will probably be stopped by that too, but still.
Yeah.
It might carry on for a few yards, but it would definitely be totaled.
Oh, hey, I bet we have rocket launchers now.
Ooh. Does this mean this game gets utterly broken now?
I have no idea.
This'll do.
I see that hippie van a lot. I
Good
really
job
hope these-
painting pictures on your rocket-propelled grenades.
Tell me what's happening.
Because those will last.
I'm really, really, really feeling sorry for those poor hippies that keep driving down these roads. They're gonna get killed one of these days.
Hippies are immune to explosions, man.
What if you threw an explosion and nobody incinerated? Peace, bro.
Ellie! Mac! No!
Seriously, that guy with the huge beard, he looks like Sash from
What the fuck
Final
was
Fantasy
that?
13, but just with like all his hair on his face rather than on top of his head.
No!
Did they
And
kill
old
him?
guy killed himself or got killed. Not really sure.
Why
No,
in
I'm
the
pretty
hell
sure
are
he got
you...
killed.
Well,
Why
he's just
in the-
hanging out.
Oh, jeez, dude. Why are you groping a corpse?
Okay, yeah, the whole stab through the chest thing with a note is probably indicating that killed.
Yeah.
Because, you know, stabbing him through the chest wasn't enough. They had to hang him too.
I think they hung him. I think the stabbing to the chest was done after he was dead, is my guess.
Lost Valley Stadium, 8 p.m. Okay.
You wouldn't want to stab him while he was alive, because then they would get the note all messy. And you more
The
messy
note
than-
was already messy.
Well, it would completely soak it with blood, though. You wouldn't be able to read it.
You know, he could probably kill him with that screwdriver. That would be
You
very
okay?
poetic.
Did they hurt you?
Jake. Jake.
You know, like I always thought it'd be kind of almost like a poetic thing in which the hero,
Oh no, they captured the lady.
after getting a message shot through their window with an arrow, they use that very arrow to kill their foes.
Jake. Where's Mac?
Provided
Oh,
it
final
fucks their
boss time.
shot.
You know Caesar's got to be final boss. It's all been building up to this. The epic struggle of Jake versus other guys.
Ellie?
I believe they're called Devil's Hand.
Other guys, that works.
Hate him.
Oops.
I've always hated him.
Ellie, I've always
Listen,
loved you.
Jake,
Whenever I was
please
dry
listen.
humping a woman in the back of a van, I was
I
thinking of
ran
you.
away years ago. He beat me.
Yeah,
He
that
beat
doesn't
my
work
mom.
that way.
I still got the scars.
So, if we make it out of here, just want to let you know that
That's when I started hearing the
next
stories
time,
about people he
I'd like to
killed.
dry hump you face to face.
I heard what he'd done to your family, and I came to find you to see if it was true. That's when I met Mikey, and he was so sweet.
I've still got the
even
scars
after
on
all
my
the
skin
things
that has
father
no
did.
rendering of them.
I helped him and Mac however I could.
Are we really
You
trying to
knew
build character
triple
between
six
these two right now?
I think
She's
so.
like
Like
just
20
the other
minutes
side of
before the
I would
ending.
show more
Killed.
if I could. For Christ's sakes. Why didn't you just tell me?
I wanted to. I really did, but I just couldn't. I had no idea where my father was, but you were the only person who seemed strong enough to get to him. And I had a family at last, Jake. I had Mikey and Mac, and then you. I didn't want to let that go. I'm so sorry.
I suppose this is supposed to be like touching.
Dysfunctional farce.
Touching, moving, or something?
I just find it gross.
I just wish I could hear that babble.
That's not really a pack of cigarettes. He just painted a tumor to make it look less weird.
That's a weird square-shaped tumor.
Ellie, look at me. How many of them?
An army. They're everywhere. This is the end, Jake.
Well, I would hope it's the end of the game. I don't want to have to do another,
Maybe, but not for us. Get up on those bleachers.
An army.
Now.
They're everywhere.
Caesar! Show yourself!
Holy shit, did they record that line in like a fucking wind tunnel or something? Not a wind tunnel, like 20 feet away from the mic? Because seriously, his voice was just like super fucking faint for that one line.
Little orphan Jakey. Nobody to sing you sweet lullabies. No one to come home to.
And there's our final boss.
I guess you're wondering what happened to Pops.
Mr. Mullet Beard.
He left quite a
His beard
mark
has combined to his mullet.
You kill them!
It's like what would happen if you were to mix Chuck Jones with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
Whoops, I'm sorry, not Chuck Jones, I meant
Daddy's
Chuck Norris.
Okay.
Chuck Norris.
They are very, very different people.
So
Yes, they are.
of distrust.
One is an animation.
Ellie is acting!
Started
One of them is an animation god, the other is, well, could quite literally be a god.
Mother and father.
We would never know.
You see, Jake,
I was in Retribution.
Can we just interrupt his speech and, like,
I had big
shoot him
plans.
long distance?
I wish we
Yeah.
could.
Bang.
Just, you know,
like-
hopefully
There
roll with
unfortunately
critical
isn't
and-
a renegade interrupt to do that.
He's just like
I really wish there was.
walking back and forth with his mic. You'd just like be like
Let's just imagine he's like doing
setting up a sniper rifle just like while you're standing there. Then like he never bothers to look out the window to notice.
You sly dog! You got me monologuing!
Hey, he's got that 1% patch. There you go. His title drop. Dropped right down the crapper.
Also, he has the old Germany symbol.
Well, the thing is, the game's title is literally on the back of the
Talking
main
about
character's
German
jacket.
cross there?
It literally
Yeah.
says "Ride to Hell
Yeah, you see a lot of
Retribution."
people with that. The Iron Cross.
You and I are cut from the same cloth.
Yep, the same shitty polymodel cloth.
I tried to keep it all quiet. But really,
Please, stop talking
Hey,
so we
Jake
can
is just
stab
like,
you.
can we just get on with this?
killing people.
You and I are
just
cut from the
too
same
much
cloth.
fun.
Except we're like completely different.
Give you anything
I just
you
have
want.
to say, can we please
Me, I've been a
just
jerk
stop?
ass to everybody, and you've just been trying to stop me. But
So easy.
Can we please just stab him
I
with the same
started
screwdriver
the
that he
devil's
used to
hand
kill our dad?
harvest.
You know it'd be a real pain in the ass
You're poor
if
old
you died during this
lost
level
everything
and the checkpoint was right
aside
before
from
his speech.
woman.
Oh God!
So I made him a
I think that would be grounds to just stop
Erase
playing.
one last time.
That's
Wins?
basically like
Keeps
It'd be like, fuck it, I know we're on the last
My
level,
cover
but
is
I am
fixed.
done.
What's this?
if he loses,
If you died during this
Take his
level
bike.
and the checkpoint was right before he started the speech,
I can just skip it.
damn
Though.
idiot lost.
Oh,
Slashed my face when
Oh,
I
is that
skip
all?
cutscenes? Oh god, because yeah, like if you couldn't even do that, then this.
oh hey,
then that
baseball, July
basically,
7th
like-
and August 31st.
No, sir.
What?
So much more interesting than what he's saying, but
I found them too.
I look like a fool, a damn fool. But now here I am, getting all my men slaughtered, trying to get revenge. Now who's the fool? Wait a second.
Enough of this. Ellie and I are leaving here with
Seems
you
to have like
dead.
some sort of Tourette's shake to his hand going on there.
Oh, I hear you.
But I don't think we're reading the same book, Jake. The way I see it, the good book says you flame out. Here. Right about now.
Oh no, more mooks. That's terrifying. And then we just stare
Okay.
at some random mook's face for a bit.
You know what? Perfect ending would be you just
Nothing
walk
has
up
stopped
into
me
there
so
and
far.
shoot him.
Not even death.
Actually,
Like
I
after
would be inclined to
after
agree.
killing everybody else, you just walk in there and final boss just sing a
Kill
bullet.
him.
That's almost kind of what happens in,
Second
what's that
Fable.
No, there's another game in which there's this
Okay, so I got
Kinda
5
sci-
rocket launcher shots, apparently.
kind of sci-fi. The main bad guy's in there. He's not even wearing armor. You shoot him and bam, he's dead.
Doesn't really narrow it down much.
The third Splinter Cell?
I know at the end you have a choice to go and to like jump into a reactor or some shit, or you can choose the girl to do it.
Yeah, that sounds like the third Fallout.
Sounds like Fallout 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that boss is probably going to be like this boss.
I don't know. Colonel Autumn actually had a bit of hit points. You could cheese him pretty easily, like any Fallout character, but... Oh, hey, dynamite.
The cutscene is, in fact, before his speech, but you can just skip it.
Oh, God.
It takes 5 skips to get through, though, annoyingly. Thank God you can skip it, though. I would literally... And apparently if you do that, you don't have a rocket launcher after that. Oh, no, wait. No, that's actually my explosive weapon now. Neat. So I actually can have a useful explosive weapon.
Seriously, you have a rocket launcher, aim at the window the boss is in.
That would be sensible.
But it won't work at all. And you got a nice sawed-off shotgun covered in bandages because...
I really want to get rid of the shotgun. The shotguns are the worst shit in this game.
Yeah.
Yes, a gun that only is effective really close where you can't aim for shit.
Yes. Okay, I want to go back as far as possible.
Weapon for this game ever.
Damn it, I really want to stay awake to watch this, but to watch the ending of this.
The ending is probably just gonna suck, so you can just go to sleep.
Yeah, because it's
obviously the finale of this magnum opus will leave us breathless.
Restless in the fact that we'll be laughing our asses off.
Or in the fact that we'll be comatose.
That too.
Yeah, so just...
Oh wow, they have enemies with rocket launchers, apparently.
Goody.
Because that makes sense. And I literally just took a rocket to the torso without dying.
The illusion of upgrading.
Okay.
After all.
I'm sorry, but before you took the torso, I just loved the fact that one of the enemies shot the other one with the rocket.
Yes, and then I took one...
Get him! Whoops.
And then one directly to my torso and I didn't die.
Walk it off, you pussy.
So yeah, I felt like
I just got hit by a very fast moving projectile that explodes.
Alrighty.
Can't really do anything about it though, sorry.
That's fine.
To be fair, most rockets aren't really designed... RPGs aren't really designed for use of directly on a person.
No, actually, they probably just go through you before exploding.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't actually do it that much to you. They're more likely to just sort of bounce around you a bit. If it's the one that isn't going to just explode before it ever reaches you in the first place.
A timed explosion one, so that it explode in front of your face would probably be something that would be necessary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is a human body is more likely to just sort of like bend and flex around it than actually set it off.
Do you suppose it would have enough velocity to actually go through you?
Probably not. Because that would be very high velocity indeed. Okay, there we go. I've got a non-shit weapon now.
And the actual velocity of a standard RPG is like something around...
This is like a big old park!
Like, 60 feet per second?
Something like that, I think.
Let's see. Rocket motor, maximum 10 meters, sustains flight up to 500 meters, maximum velocity 295 meters per second.
Okay.
So it would probably be enough to punch a hole through you, but I think you would be too soft to actually detonate it.
Yeah.
It's like, you see this?
Most likely it would just not send you flying on your ass.
You got this RPG stuff.
This is the after it ignited its secondary. rocket motor.
I don't think that thing would have had enough flight time to do that, though.
Just 10 meters after it's fired on standard ones. So.
Yeah, I don't think that was actually 10 meters away. I think it was more like 7.
See, the thing is, you wouldn't actually use rock RPGs for ground-to-ground missions unless you were going after
tanks,
artillery.
Yeah, tanks or maybe a turret.
Usually RPGs are used for ground-to-air. Taking out a helicopter.
In the case that you don't have a SAM on hand.
Yeah.
Well, it basically is a surface-air missile.
Well, one that doesn't track, I mean. RPGs don't really track.
No, they just,
Well, some of them do. It depends on the warhead, really.
basically, it's just launching straight wherever you're aiming.
Well, there's a lot of different RPG warheads. I'm sure some of them are guided.
Just like pussy sons!
I'd rather use a tow.
Well, yeah.
Aim, fire, forget. It's gonna hit its target.
Probably. Can I get an enemy over here? No, they're all ranged. And they're retarded, apparently, because they just decided that, hey, I'm gonna... Was that Jake? Because we're sure not gonna react.
These guys have less AI than grunts from Halo.
Grunts of Halo had fucking amazing AI for the time.
Yeah.
Everything in Halo had actually really good AI.
I mean, they would do several different options, you know? They would try to take cover, they would try to group up, they would try to strafe, they would suicide bomb you.
Yeah, they weren't particularly effective.
They'd run away like cowards.
To be like that.
Yeah.
But they would do various things.
I mean, the idea that they would actually program the enemy to say, okay, you can literally scare them off enough that they try to run for their lives. It didn't really happen in games.
And then apparently the gate, apparently I have text saying gate open on me now. You will see it in a minute.
Gate open.
I wonder how much contraband you've taken.
I don't even know. You think I give a shit?
The cops will, once they're done questioning you as to why you decided to go after single-handedly an entire gang.
You really think that the cops will do anything other than just try and ride up next to me and then die repeatedly? We've already seen what the cops do. Now, come on, I want to pick up this SMG. There. Oh, there's stone turquoise bike paint in there.
Right up that pussy!
As opposed to liquid turquoise.
Nope.
Incidentally, this is a little interesting piece of information about turquoise. Most turquoise is not usually found in a solid form. It's usually found kind of like a chalky stuff. So they put it in vats, solidify it, and then add a resin to it to make it harder. And then afterwards they put on a clear lacquer so it doesn't crumble.
Okay, whatever.
Opals have this same kind of problem, in which if they're exposed to air, they will start to crumble, so they have a small plastic film or a resin to keep them from doing such things. Aren't I just a bundle of useless facts?
Yep. Oh, great. First thing that the enemy shows is rocket launcher, guys. Of course.
Oh, you've got a turret, man.
Yeah, the first enemy that shows up fires a rocket launcher, thus meaning that the turret is suicide.
You gotta shoot him first.
I don't think you actually can.
Snatch a Hanson Spearhead Model 9. Is that a real gun?
No.
I'm sure most of these guns are not real.
You just took a rocket launch.
You really thought they could? You really think they could get the licensing for any actual gun names?
They probably got one Colt.
Maybe.
Maybe one Winchester.
Like a big old party. It's ass kicking time.
You just took a rocket launcher to the face. You're fine. Is it bad when I think that the Tower of Guns has better AI than this?
Pretty much does.
Well, does anything in the
And
Tower
I
of Guns
really fucking
just
hate melee
kind of?
in this game. It really is absolutely the worst.
Well, no turret in that tower will actually kill another turret.
Oh, I've seen them do that.
Will they ever just like ignore you when you're standing right next to them?
No, I'm pretty sure it's impossible for them to not be always shooting at you, assuming they are a turret that can rotate. Not all turrets can actually aim at you.
So they'll never just like aim at a wall and just be like, "That's a very nice wall."
They'll aim at a wall, but only if that's where you are. They will
But I
always
mean,
be
just
aiming
like
at where you
randomly
are.
when it
No.
has another option. No.
No.
Knock that son of a bitch out of the park.
Eh,
No, come on, Ace. I want to shoot. I want to be shooting game. I do not want to be in melee with this shit.
Fucking taking you, dipweed.
There we are. There. You basically never ever want to be in melee combat ever. At this point, it's just annoying.
There, you just shot that guy right in the nuts too. Good nut shot animation there.
Knock that son of a bitch out of the park.
See that? There's this sniper game in which you can actually see the bullet pass through your enemy.
Yeah.
Very graphic, kinda cool, but man, that's information we really didn't need. Plus more fuel to the games are evil fire. You know, this final boss has proven to be quite hassle-some, in which the mooks are actually killing you.
Well, that's always been the case in the games. It can actually be.
I'd
quite
say the
annoying.
only final boss that was really, or the stage boss that's been tough so far was King Dick.
And he was more just a
Basically-
very upgraded mook in a way.
Yeah. But just the level setup. Interesting. To
I'm
fight.
not sure what's constantly exploding up there. I think there's multiple guys firing rocket launchers really, really badly.
At the wall.
Pretty much.
I got him! I got him! Yeah, it's the floor. Aim a little higher. Well, fuck you, I know what I'm doing.
Yep, that's literally what it was, and now I've killed them. And
wow,
this one guy is...
they are not hiding at all. With any precision.
No, the AI never grasped the idea of cover. Their idea of cover is duck down behind an object and make sure that your head is visible.
You acquired $134.
I like how you acquire... I've always liked how you acquire dollars and snag drugs. Oh, and you pocket playing cards. No, I don't want to swap to dynamite. I will stick with my grenade, with my rocket launcher, rather.
Your pockets must be deeper than mine when I fill them with crystals. I usually wear these pants or shorts that have deep pockets.
Well, that would be like a logical thing to do if you want to carry a lot of things. I do want to beat this game tonight, if only because I don't want to have to keep doing this.
But this guy doesn't even have a bag of holding.
Nope, no rocket launching for you.
No, he just stores it all in his cigarettes. He kind of reminds me of, like, if you took the Jack Black's character from Brutal Legend and then took out every likable aspect of him.
Jake's totally likable as long as you like people who are very wooden and have dry humping. I really do want to know where the fuck they managed to get a hold of RPGs in this quantity. In the middle of America.
In America?
They robbed an armory. I mean, they obviously had an armored truck.
Oh hey, guess what? We can't possibly have a final boss fight.
Fair and square.
He's literally still rambling from his announcement box with the exact same phrases in the cutscene.
What an idiot.
No, but it means that they didn't turn off the he makes random comments about you during you fighting towards him. They didn't turn that off.
That's just come on, really?
I didn't. I haven't seen him for years.
Why didn't you say anything?
I like how the road kind of shakes a bit when you drive by it.
I thought you guys would hate me for whom I thought.
The road itself shakes.
Like you meant so much
You
to me.
goes by.
Mac was like a real dad.
Oh crap, his name is Jake.
I guess I can see that.
What else can you see?
I can see Caesar right up ahead. Hold on!
What?
Okay, this
Character
bad.
development.
Okay, this boss guy. Seriously, you've lost. We have killed countless numbers
Wait,
of
what
more
the
lackeys.
What the fuck just happened?
Jake!
You like fired backwards and a truck flipped? What?
I think that was actually him. Oh, like there's like a guy on the back of his bike firing a rocket launcher at me.
Seriously, dude, you've lost. There's no one left in your gang.
No, there's at least one guy now. Uh-oh. Truck.
I'm driving through rocket fire at this point. God damn it. They're really annoyingly hard to dodge. This is getting annoying.
Fuck you!
Beep, 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 beep.
Damn semis think they own the road. So
Actually,
I think what happened was they did the first run through here with playtesters, and they suddenly realized, oh shit, we forgot about that bit in the helicopter level.
What?
Just right on the side of the road to avoid any shots. So then I said, let's stick some semis in the way. This guy's just like, ugh. Take out the last. Are you sure this is the last game? Don't tease us like this.
I don't know. Well, there's still that guy on the back of his bike.
Take him out too.
I don't think I can. I'm not in shooty slow motion mode anymore.
But they said that was the last of Caesar's thugs, so just Caesar and his backseat buddy there.
Oh, I missed the paint, and now he's just throwing completely useless grenades.
Okay, I am absolutely certain you have killed probably thousands of
And then we have more thugs!
Aw.
They lied to us!
Unless we might still actually be under that mission. So it could be that these are still the Last of Us thugs.
Yeah, and maybe we've seen the Final Fantasy.
Tis a thought. Tis a thought. Whee!
Oh no! Don't let him pull Ellie's hair!
What? Was something supposed to happen there?
Yahoo!
I like rode past him for a second, somehow.
Luigi gonna kill you,
Don't let him
motherfucker.
escape. This is it. Yes. He's like, she was like, wait a second, I'm supposed to be in front. Woo! Not really necessary then.
Oh, but why not?
I'm sure I have QuickTime events that should be coming up.
Keeper! Damn it! They got the break in.
That's how a true boss is. Just quick time the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I jump. Take the handles. Hold them tight.
Again, a fire axe.
What the fuck is this?
A fire axe to the chest should be instant kill.
And of course, it's basically quick times for the final boss, apparently.
Stupid.
Okay.
And one quick time, and another quick time, and bam.
Well, I can't see nothing. Not that I'm missing anything.
Stay cool.
And good thing Vero's not here.
Ooh. Dude, you're riding on a... Yeah, I'm sorry, that should have killed you.
It's over. We did it, Mike.
Oh, suddenly those fences now have... pliability. It just only works for the final boss.
I'm sorry, if you throw a Zippo over a cliff, it's gonna go out.
Depends. We aren't dead, are we?
Hell, if he throws a flamethrower off a cliff, it's gonna go out.
What's with all the explosions off the side of the cliff?
Cool guys,
Did
go
his-
look
did his-
at explosions!
Did his bike have like 17 gas tanks?
No, like all the other
His
bikes.
more explosions.
And we are done! I have beaten the right to Hell Retribution, thank God.
And time to go home and dry hump. With our clothes on.
Time to go home and sleep.
And this is every person responsible for this shit.
The CEO, COO, CTO.
Is it time to kill some people? We get to
No.
hunt them down.
No, the game isn't that bad.
Thank you.
Oh dear,
Ben
Tiger
Wheelan,
missed
for
the
being-
whole thing. I
Oh,
do have to get around to uploading all of these to YouTube.
They had two game teams and they still couldn't pull it off.
Maybe that's
all
what
it-
happened. One was working on the motorcycle thing, and the other was working on the shooting bits.
Makes
And
sense.
and the problem is that they didn't put all the people on one thing to try and make an actual competent game.
The LED environment artist.
The LED 2D designer, I'm not sure what 2D art they had enough to justify 4 people.
The cards.
Oh yeah, because that 52 cards took 4 people.
The effects artist. Find him and complain about the blood.
Oh look, the story designer. Can I kill him?
No.
I mean,
None of the
story-
game is not that bad.
The story is indeed the worst thing about it.
Even the story isn't that bad. There are worse.
The IT people just sat around watching Stephen King's It all day.
They had a Hong Kong office?
Oh wow, lost in translation type of crap here. Quality assurance. Yeah, these people need to die.
No. Again, you keep going on about this, but no, they don't. It's not that terrible a game.
Game interface artists.
I would actually
chose
say
the
that
menu and decided, let's put panties on it and tiny guns.
yes. Basically, for all the shit I give it, it is hilariously bad. Which means that it actually was kind of fun in a weird way, just because of seeing how dumb it could get.
Thanks, Nancy, for all your 3D vehicle art.
Yep.
You guys do realize
Last
that
name omitted. She didn't even want to have that.
there were exactly 3 game developers. There was 1 programmer and 3
Here
game
are all the cohorts. Sean
There's a whole bunch
Simpson.
of programmers.
I saw only 1.
They come later.
Cookie,
Firebrand.
Carl, Emperor, Eros, Leo, and Rose.
Only
Those
2
are
people from Firebrand.
Pit Stop
Black
Productions. You suck.
Pit Stop Productions. They were just passing this from one production.
And they have
to
the vocal
next.
credits. Prostitute 2 is one of the characters apparently.
Nice. Gordon Bell.
Sumono Ray, thank you for playing Prostitute 2 and
Also,
Ellie.
Blonde Girl, and there is, of course, a Prostitute 1, and a Gemma, whoever the fuck that is. And there's a Prostitute 3 and generic female. And generic male.
And the Pump Logger, don't forget him.
And Larry the Barman.
Prostitute 3, yeah.
Special Wow, this was done apparently in the Unreal Engine.
Really?
Yes. They really did not utilize it to its fullest. Oh
Yep.
boy, did they not utilize it to its fullest.
You might even say their results were just so unreal. Dolby Digital for when we actually had sound playing.
And there's still more people!
All of these people will not ever want to be known that they played on this game. And in fact, I'm certain some of them probably burned their contracts after the reviews came in.
I like how Karina Shrinks kind of sensed his last name.
Holy shit, is this game having font problems in its own menu? I think it is!
No, I think they just censored their own credits.
No, those are the character not found square boxes. They literally have font problems in their own menu.
Oh, is that supposed to be the U with the umlaut?
I believe so. It's supposed to be those guys. God damn, how do you fuck that up?
Yes, it was Germany, so, oh, jeez.
And Gonzalez. They managed to fuck up the
Diamond.
accented A in that, too.
Oh my god.
Oh man, this game is a train wreck in some ways. And it's still going.
All of these people.
PR manager not found. Hiding in the bunker. And the
Marketing
French.
manager.
They had testing partners? They had Testronic laboratories?
Good God, this went into Spain?
Yes, apparently. They had a lot of functionality and QA people on this. Wow.
And Italy.
For all these QA people, they sure didn't do a very good job on a lot of it. Although, to be fair, the game doesn't crash, so they did do at least... So they did, at least in some ways, a better quality assurance job than you got on Skyrim.
You heard it here first, people. And this is probably the only place you'll ever hear it. Ride to Hell better than Skyrim.
In terms of bugginess, yes. The sheer number of
I don't know, Belle. If you just take the camera issues alone.
In terms of the sheer number of ways to break your game permanently in Skyrim.
Now, let's look at it this way, Belle. If they had actually gone with the idea of making this game a sandbox, you probably wouldn't be able to say that.
That's true,
this game would probably be
they
just
didn't do that,
absolutely
so...
broken.
But they didn't do that, so
yeah, they
to be
streamlined it into a dull pen.
And you can replay the thing, apparently, because of course you want to replay those missions.
Got 100%. Get all the paint.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
And
how many
this is-
achievements you missing there?
Let's see. I am missing 24 achievements out of 48.
Gonna 100% this, or just
Fuck no!
99%?
This isn't worth 100%ing.
Wait,
Maybe-
how the fuck do you even perform rage attacks on bike?
I don't
How
think
do you
you
even
have a
do
long
that?
enough chance to do that.
This is walking in place.
I'm looking at.
I know. I think you're looking at the achievements, but we just see this the dark shaded generic females
know.
just walking in place there.
Wow, there are a lot of. Wait, half of these things I'm sure I did do. Oh no, wait, there is. Oh wait, I forgot. We aren't actually done with this game.
What?
There's a DLC.
No.
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 There is actually a DLC for this game. I'm not going to play through it right
I know
now.
you are not hurting for money, but why would you waste more
I
on this?
didn't, because it was free DLC.
Oh, okay.
No, I just meant that there was a bonus thing. It's if you go all the way to the left, you get Cook.
Cook. Well, I think we need to save that for another night.
Yes, I agree. But yes, there is there was DLC for this game.
Randall Cook, Troop A.
Wow, now you have two identical hookers.
They're not hookers, they're random citizens.
They're generic female.
Yeah.
They're hookers.
No, they are generic female. The hookers have super short shorts.
Punch them.
No, I can't punch them.
No hooker punch.
You literally cannot punch them.
That's quite the shame.
Yes, it is. And I assume everything has been unlocked now for purchase.
Sell drugs, thank you. So, you just killed 5 million gang members. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Euro Disney.
Yes, all the stuff is now fully unlocked. Amazing.
Amazing.
Okay, I now buy everything and I will save the game. And that will be enough.
Okay.
Happiness.
Okay. Oh,
And
by
now-
the way, just as a side note, for anyone who didn't see it, there is an actual explanation for why you can only use those instant kill techniques once.
Oh, yeah, I heard it.
So, the justification is that once other enemies become aware of the object, they are no longer vulnerable to the same attack. Seriously.
What are they, the Borg?
I don't know. But I'm amazed that they just actually tried to justify it. And yes, but Tiger, they did indeed make DLC. One DLC was released. Apparently. I don't know why, but they did. And I'm curious, I want to see progress.
So what do you guys think about the concept that Shaq Fu is actually getting a remake?
That sounds like it would be interesting.
Why?
That's
By
my
who?
question. It's just why?
And by who?
I don't remember who, but I do know that it's going to be in 3D. And that there was a Kickstarter for it.
Oh.
And it blew all what's it called?
Expectations.
All expectations were completely blown to hell.
I have unlocked 5 out of 34 bike parts, 7 out of 13 paints, and 12 out of 32 artworks. I have collected 42 out of 104 playing cards and saved 3 out of 4 girls. My current game completion is 54%. interesting. My highest speed has apparently been 122 miles per hour.
On a motorcycle, yeah.
I have performed 128 jumps. I have traveled 61 miles on bike and 20 miles on foot. I have run 20 miles on foot.
Wow.
I've also apparently jumped 4,519 feet.
That's from here to. That's
I
from
have
here
died
to Long Lake.
39 times. The gang isn't that big. There were only 802 people killed. I also
That's not
killed
a big gang.
Yeah, well, no, there aren't thousands of people, apparently.
How many killed again?
802. I also killed 46 police.
Probably on accident for a few of them.
No, I think pretty much everyone was basically deliberate. There were 199 melee kills, 665 firearm kills, of which 525 were headshots. Yeah. If there's one thing I'm not actually that bad at, is aiming. Also, there were... I like the kills with weapons, because they have like 65 kills with fist, 33 kills with wrench, 33 with knife, 46 with bat, 22 with hatchet, 256 with pistol, 329 with rifle, 63 with SMG, 55 for explosive, 1 for shotgun. I have killed 1 person with a shotgun in the entire game.
Wow, the shotgun must suck. Which, how do you make a shotgun suck?
Well, just because you don't want to get in close to things.
Yeah.
Overall playtime, by the
getting close to things and trying to shoot them just means getting your ass kicked.
Exactly. Also, my overall playtime is actually 8 hours and 21 minutes.
Okay. So that probably doesn't include menu time or anything like that.
Yeah, of course.
The longest play session, I think, is tonight's.
I'm trying to remember where the cards are.
Well, it was 3 hours, 43 minutes, and 3 hours and 44 minutes.
So where the fuck are the cards? Because I know they are somewhere. Okay, this is...
Holy shit, I just realized I had my AC on this whole time. How cold did I get it in here?
So, question, what is the S rank for?
I don't
Shit. 62 degrees inside. That's the coldest I've had it in here.
Apparently there, by the way, another page in the options menu page is advertising purple helmets with a spike on them.
It's the Kaiser!
Here's where the playing cards are. So this is all the cars we've unlocked so far.
Jorg.
I'm just gonna take a look at all the cards. I suspect most of these are pictures of developers.
So where is this based off of? What state?
I don't know. It's a state of shit.
State of decay.
Yep.
Is it Arizona? Is it Southern California?
I would have to say somewhere in that region. SoCal, New Mexico, somewhere around there.
Maybe Southern Nevada?
Maybe.
Southern Utah?
I'm sure one of the characters is based directly off of you.
That's a lot of cards to find.
Yep. I probably should try and find them at some point. Just
Yeah,
to show them off.
these are the frickin' developers.
Probably.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be seen.
And then we shift over to the other deck. The blue deck is non-actual pictures. So it's like concept art, I guess.
Uh-huh. Every last one of these people made this game. And they will never wish to be acknowledged about it again. Well, I'm out.
Okay, I'm almost done going through the extras too. They have a card for apparently every single melee weapon you can get. And apparently you can have a screwdriver as a melee weapon briefly, I think.
Yeah, one thing to note. This game is still better than something like Action 52.
Yes, it is. Was that what it's supposed to be? I was trying to figure out what the hell those weird clubs with what looked like only 3 spikes on them were for, and apparently it's actually a guitar neck with bolts stuck into it. That's bizarre, but okay. The one thing I really don't understand is why every fucking melee weapon has bandages.
Because they're trying to be like Sonic Boom.
What?
All the characters in Sonic Boom have sports tape completely coating them.
Well, I can imagine some would be to grip, but like the hammer makes no sense.
Maybe it's a really shitty hammer. Anyway, that is everything that I have for that. Oh, I should... let's see, where was the... Try to remember.
What is my life?
Trying to remember where the... Oh, yes. Did you see the broken menu fell? They managed to have a bug in their main menu, too.
Oh, yeah?
Watch what happens to the subtitles options when I go down below them. They break to hell.
Oh my.
The checkbox labels just break. So bad.
Why is that?
I don't know what the fuck they did.
Weird.
Yeah, they managed to break their own menu. Okay. That, I think, is quite enough of this for tonight.
Indeed.
Thanks for joining me on the wonders of this game, guys.
So let's try to make a list of games worse than this, like Daikatana or... I don't know.
Superman 64.
Leisure Suit Larry box office bust.
I don't know about Superman 64. I'd say Superman 64, relative to the time, was about equal to this.
It looked pretty bad.
Yeah, but... Well, so
pretty
does
much
this game.
about... Pretty
so,
much
as
about
I said...
60% of anything you can find on Newgrounds.
Oh, no,
most iOS games.
Most shit you find on Newgrounds is way worse than this.
And I would know. I play the damn things.
Plumbers don't wear ties.
To be fair, though, the stuff you find on Newgrounds is not being made by an official development company, and thus really can't be can't always be held to quite the same level of standards in all ways.
Bubsy 3D, that's another bad one.
Oh yeah, Bubsy 3D is pretty shit.
Croc? No.
Never played Croc.
It's aged just about as well as a gallon of milk laying in the sun would be.
It's really hard to top big rigs, though.
Yeah.
That one was just completely not functional. It didn't work.
Yeah, I know that's.
And they still sold it.
That doesn't really count as a game, though, because it had no way to lose.
You're a winner.
Yes, it had literally no way to actually lose the game.
You can make it crash. I guess that counts.
I don't know. I would say that not playing more of it means you've won.
You could also drive backwards into the future.
Yep.
So what was
infinite
that
speed.
new Star Trek game? I think it was just
called,
based off the movie.
Wasn't it just called Star Trek?
Yeah.
Aliens.
That one,
Aliens.
I actually have that game. It's not that bad.
Aliens
Is it worse than this?
Colonial.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't say it is.
Aliens Colonial. That's another one.
Yeah, Aliens Colonial Marines was pretty bad. Not sure if it's worse than this one.
I don't think
It's
it
really
is.
hard to tell on some of these games because whenever you look up any information, it's just going to be people pointing out glitches here and there.
Because that's the thing.
Not
I don't
any
really,
of the stuff that actually works, you know?
Yeah, and more than that, glitches I don't really count per se unless they are really in your face during the game.
In that case, Sonic 06.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's a glitch that's going to happen all the time, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah. If it's just something, I mean, things like, for example, ragdoll glitching in stupid ways, that doesn't count against the game at all because that doesn't affect gameplay.
Yeah, it looks
E.T.
bad. It's just aesthetically bad.
Yeah, exactly.
E.T.
Yeah,
that thing
that
almost
was
killed the
kinda
game industry.
Except it didn't really. That's just mythology.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't help.
People
It didn't
blaming
help,
the
yeah.
game crash on that. Really, it was. There were worse games than ET that had come out.
ET
Really?
And
the thing
after.
is, for the time, ET actually had something which was quite unusual in that it actually had a plot-ish, and it actually had a victory condition.
Mhm.
Very few games at the time actually had those.
It's better
You
than
really
the Village.
You really have to. I don't know about that. You really have to remember, Atari games are basically shit. They have no plot, no victory condition, and they really are incredibly intensely boring.
Yeah, the best Atari games were simple, classic arcade style, like Centipede, Millipede, that sort of
Yeah.
deal. where you
Which you-
just-
Asteroids.
you
which you
have
can't really play for
simple
more than about
things coming
5
at
minutes.
you to shoot or anything like that.
And you can't really play them for that long before they get really boring.
Yeah, they're kind of just, classic.
Well,
yeah,
Cactus
especially
Stop.
if you try and play them now, when you compare it to any even remotely more recent game, it just can't.
Yeah, I
work.
mean, you can get maybe a half-hour enjoyment out of them, and they
Yeah,
weren't
sure.
really meant to be played for longer than that,
Exactly.
even back in their day.
Yeah. For the time and given the limitations of the system, they're not that bad, but they just aren't really worth doing beyond that.
Pac-Man on the 2600.
As far as I know, it was playable.
It was just. Have you seen it though? Did you hear it? The sounds, man.
Sound-wise.
The sounds would blow your brains out.
I don't know. I've heard some pretty bad sounds. I produced some pretty bad sounds. Is it sound worse than my Toad voice?
Oh, it can get pretty vibrato like it.
I still want to have like an entire game where it's just. I want to have like a Space Invaders via Toad voice.
But then
Like
you get
RNO's
some that are
thing,
just not only bad in their programming, but bad in just basically everything they represent, like Custer's Revenge. Is
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah.
Although Custer's Revenge is. It's so bad it's amusing in its own way.
It is hilarious to think that it was actually made by human beings. Yes.
Well, it's also hilarious to consider that it's considered to be pornographic.
What?
Do you know what Custer's Revenge is, Squirrel?
I have never seen it nor played it.
It is a porno game made for the Atari 2600 where you play as Colonel Custer and the object of the game is to rape a Native American woman.
Against a cactus.
Yes. While dodging
Good
arrows.
God.
And remember, it is Atari quality graphics, so...
Yes.
That's not
Hence
even
why
NES. That's not even NES.
I know. That's why I'm saying I'm not sure if you can qualify that as actual porn.
And let's find a screenshot here. Because I don't think that even this would ban. Here we go.
So is this like one of the first rated A games out there or something?
It was before the ESRB, so...
wasn't rated at all. It
Yeah.
was basically just sold in porn stores. It was never officially licensed, and it was a complete waste of everybody's time and money. Apparently, somebody worked on a remake.
Of Custer's
HD
Revenge? Of Custer's Revenge, really? I think that's just called Second Life.
I've heard a lot about that. Is it really as bad as people say it is?
I have no idea. I've literally never done anything in it.
Like, I've heard Zeta's actually used it once in a while.
Anyway, let's see. I'm trying to think of other games that are...
Yeah, it looks like somebody did a remake of it in Flash.
I would say that in terms of... I would actually say that a huge chunk of the NES library is worse than Ride to Hell. At the very least, the controls are probably a lot better in Ride to Hell than a huge chunk of the NES library. At least, in most cases, the controls are actually not terrible, they're just wonky. We totally do, Tiger, we totally do.
Well,
I'm
out.
sure the Skyrim modding community is hot on that topic, though.
What?
I'm pretty sure the sun is about to come up for you folks.
Basically, M. Tiger said that we need an H...
It's only 350, it's not...
We need a next-gen remake
for you, but for Beld, the sun is about to come up.
No, it isn't! It's
Beld
only,
lives in California.
It's only 240 for me.
Oh, damn it. Who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Fernan.
Yes.
Fernan lives in New York, I think.
But yeah, Tiger said that we need a next-gen remake for Xbox, PS4, and PC of Custer's Revenge.
Why?
The X-Bone, PS4, and PC. I can't really make fun of that one.
Yeah.
Why would you make something like that?
For lols. I don't know.
Yes, I am probably fairly near Tiger, because I know that Tiger can make it to San Francisco, and I live in San Francisco. But yeah,
I
we
no longer
clearly
live in the middle of nowhere.
Well, that's an improvement.
I mean,
You just live in almost the middle of nowhere now.
no, there's a mountain next to me, and then there's a gigantic field of volcanoes next to me,
That doesn't mean you're not in the middle of nowhere.
with a town smashed in between them.
How many people are in the town?
The town is technically two towns that have been mashed into one, called Eager and Springerville, and I think overall we have about 13,000 people.
Okay, so it's an actual, not tiny town.
And it gets crowded when the tourists come by. Because apparently the fact that
Well,
the
because
Apaches...
the thing is, Shaq Fu, in its concept, it sounds a lot more interesting in its concept than it actually wound up being in implementation.
True.
The concept of Shaq Fu is actually something that you could make a fun video game out of. It's just everything else about it wound up being shit. Mostly, as far as I know, the controls were pretty terrible.
Well, from what Fernan played of it, I think he can attest to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It had an interesting idea.
And I will note that the sprite
And-
animation actually looked pretty damn good in it.
Yeah, the graphics weren't that bad. It was very hard to control. The difficulty curve was terrible. The enemy AI was cheap, and
Although that's hardly limited to just that game. There's a lot
true.
of fighting games like that.
fighting games kind of relish that almost.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
like, there
that's
was-
something that it shares with a much better fighting games than it. So that's not something I hold against it.
It's like the only fully, like, no joke, anthro fighting game I've ever seen. Probably maybe only anthro game I've ever seen made in the 90s. Hard as balls.
Which
Zeta
game are you
got
talking about?
freaking lucky with brutal paws of fury.
So that's that. You mean the only fully Anthro game aside from the entire Sonic franchise?
Belled. That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm just pointing out that if you're going by Anthro, they are just as Anthro as whatever you're talking about.
Okay. Well, what I did notice is the fact that when we tried to play it, we got destroyed before we could even figure out how to punch. Zeta got frickin' lucky when he discovered that bear. And its move that can break things.
Are you suggesting that the game doesn't just have like a button for punch?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, fight, and then just like, dead.
Huh.
Before we can put our hands on the keys.
You're exaggerating a lot.
No, that's how my experience was.
You don't even own the game.
Yeah, we do.
You don't.
It's on the ROM.
The ROM.
Yeah.
The ROM?
A ROM. Anyway, I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
I should probably get to sleep too.
Yep. Night, everyone. This was sure a thing.
Yep.
It was fun
And
to
so next
tear
time
it apart.
next time I stream this, we will get through the DLC, and then I can finally say that I have actually beaten the game.
Yippee skippy.
Yes. Night, everyone.